Oh, but Hunter answers back. It's just 2 DPS in his Gino. But Hunter does not want it. Hunter does not want to lose this. Hunter does not want to lose this. Yes! Oh my god.
Yeah, wait, that's actually going to set everything up. Jordan 1 HP. Kayla basically sets up 3 kills right there. Kayla kind of goated with the sauce, as GGL Range used to say.
Vortex. Vortex again! Vortex!
Oh, that's... Oh.
We do see May Ramatra.
Rat Matra over here.
They're good playing the game from Rat. I think it's playing the game very
Yeah, Rat was MVP. Rat followed by MVP. This is the heart of that pancake salt. And then, oh my goodness! Oh, say! Pancake! My pancake poured the syrup on him! Yeah, this would have been Kayla, the carry of this team.
There it is.
Oh, Nano. Oh, that's... Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
It's so gross.
Jailbreak willing this team.
And that goes on to Shellblade. Oh, retains him. Oh my goodness. Why is he fighting right there?
I was crazy.
Great engage from Hunter inside the South American half.
And there comes the dash.
Oh, Jordan, you gotta walk up there to help her.
Rat! That's right, they switched momentum there.
And welcome back to Goonginga Season 8 Grand Finals. I am your host, Jared, alongside JP. We are live for the final match of Season 8. 9 teams entered this season. 7 have already fallen. And after everything we've seen, we are down to 2. No Tank and Gaming for Goonginga. One of these teams is about to become your Season 8 GGL champions. And first, JP, how you feeling?
You know, I'm feeling hyped. You know, that amazing intro that one of our great members, Art Rat, put together was absolutely phenomenal. I'm really glad we're able to put that together and get that going. And as far as the match goes, 2 absolute dominant teams throughout the regular season. Team 1, you know, No Tank was just dominant from start to finish. Nothing we can even do. My team didn't even play him. We were too scared to play him. And on the other side, Gaming for Goonginga. They have Goonginga in the name. So what else is there to say about them?
Yeah, both Goonginga teams making it to the finals. I would like to think that's not a coincidence.
No, I don't think it is. Like I said, absolutely dominant on both sides. Amazing players across the field. There is no weak link across any of these 10 players. They all have their incredible strengths, and none of them can really have a low light I can think of.
No, and JP, before
season.
we get too much into these teams, let's look at the bracket for one last time. Started with a play-ins between Feral and Platt that ended with No Tank beating Feral Kittens and Rush Hour to claim their spot in the finals, along with G4G taking down Triple T and Vortex. than having to beat Storm, which has a very, very strong DPS line in Tonkin Sam, to also claim their spot in the finals. JP, what was the best part of this bracket?
Not the play-in game that didn't take place. I will say that one. I think, I mean, as cliche as it might sound, it's gonna be this. I think, you know, we filtered through them. It's the end of the line, right? It's the best game of the season is almost always the last game of the season, right? It's the two best teams at the peak of their powers going head to head.
Well, and
trading
you'd
blow for
sure
blow.
like to hope so, but looking at the finals history, JP,
There
We've
really
had-
has never been a close one. I think the closest was a 4-2, if I'm not mistaken.
no, 4-3 Air Force None versus What the Helly, which had Lazy Dog on that team. Shout out Lazy Dog is playing for No Tank tonight. Now, ERA UT1 was a very stacked roster. Had Cyber, had Sindel, had the aforementioned Lazy Dog. JP, a lot of champions in this game. Rabble being one of them on Starburst stream. But let's,
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, hold on. I did have a question for you. I guess what stands out to you most on this graphic?
The amount of Air Force Nuns. I mean, we've talked about it a lot. You finally broke through in season 6. You've made all but 3 grand finals now. But it took you what, 6 seasons to finally win, and just the amount of recurring players, right? I mean, almost everybody in that grand finals MVP list is here, or half of them are still here, right? I mean, Melly is still in the league, Pulsar, you, and Hunt are all still here in the league. So I mean, the retention rate is really nice, and it's good to see recurring players, right? I mean, those are the players that have the highest impact on winning. I know we mentioned Rabble as one that's been back. We have Lazy Dog that has been here before, right? They really bring that championship experience to here, and hopefully they can finally. This is the time where they can go over. I mean, I think both of them lost in theirs, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
So one of them is going to come out a winner tonight. I have no horses in this race. I just want good maps.
And speaking of players that need a win tonight, looking at Team 1, which is No Tank, the higher seed. No Tank has a pretty stacked roster if you're just going off GGL history. Pancake, who's been here since season 1, Tanner since season 2. Neither have ever lifted the trophy.
No, I don't think either of them have made the finals until right now.
No, this is their first.
If I'm not mistaken.
Shout out the Oracles and Eggnog Delivery, the original Eggnog team.
Yeah, I mean, what a journey from Pancake, right? We kind of came into the league as a really good Sigma player, and now he's completely flipped the script and is, for lack of a better term, a Mizuki one-trick. But he's so good at that hero, as soon as you lose that ban, it's wide open for the rest of the map, and that's going to be killer. And I'm interested to see how gaming for Goonginga works around that aspect of Pancake here. And Tanner did the opposite of Pancake. He was started as a support player, and now he switched over to tank. They just decided, hey, let's just switch roles and see how it goes. And now they're both in the final here.
Yeah,
so
looking at the rest of this roster, we have Lazy Dog and Sindel, who have done it before with ERA T1, and Faye alongside him. First season in GGL, looking to write their own chapter right now. Very star-studded lineup. No surprise they are the #1 seed. JP,
yes,
what has made them difficult to beat?
Just their utter not dominance, but like there's no real wink league, right? I mean, in terms of, I guess, of SR, I'm pretty sure Micheng is the lowest player on their roster in terms of just SR. I'm not saying he is the worst, but he's by no means a slouch. I think he was one of the top 2 or 3 tanks in the league this season, right? And that's really it. But I think the real strength of this roster comes down to Lazy and Faye. I think their DPS line has been absolutely incredible all season. It might be the best or second best. Lazy has what do I want to say? Like the niche weird hero pool, not to call it weird, but like kind of the spamming characters like the Pharah and the Junkrat and some of those that are a lot of pressure and high damage, but maybe hard to get like follow-up kills. And Faye has been absolutely phenomenal at capitalizing on the pressure that Lazy is making with those. And the rest of the team just plays so well off of the disruption that Lazy and Fake can create and just capitalize on that space. Everyone on this team can make the play in their own time, but I'd really look for that DPS line to be the carry in this grand finals.
Well, and speaking of carry DPS lines, Team 2, which is gaming for Goonginga, have their very own Rabble, a GGL champion. They have Cyber, a GGL champion. He's not on DPS, but he's a really dang good support who likes to play a lot of those DPS-esque supports. Former teammates, obviously with Lazy and Sindel, but for the rest of G4G, tonight is their chance to make GGL history. Jordan's first season as a captain, Catman's first season in, Bossatron's second season back, played with T2 for ERAU. Two completely different teams, one championship. What do you think will decide this series? What does G4G need to do to get this done?
I think in the opposite manner, not necessarily in the opposite. I mean, both of these tanks are absolutely rock solid and have a very distinct hero pool from one another. So I'm interested to see how that chess match plays out, right? For lack of a better term, that's been coined throughout the community. There's counter watch, right? Which I mean, I'm sure we'll see some of, and especially with the bans and this and that and the other. But I think the real thing here is Bossatron has done such an amazing job of staying alive and keeping Jordan alive. He is one of the lower death rates in the game, and he is one of the higher healing outputs in the game. Just allowing Cyber to go be that real flex DPS or flex support, right? I mean, sure, he heals and he does a great job at it, but when he's out there, he is being that bloodthirsty support and trying to put as much damage out as he can. It's basically having 3 DPS out there. And Rabble being able to follow up with Jordan on those dives. His Genji has been absolutely clean, and it's gotten even better. He was off for a season or two and has just came back with a vengeance. His Genji might be the single scariest hero in the Goonginga that I am aware of, or that I remember.
It's definitely up there.
Bossatron has just been rock solid all season. No, I don't, again, I think this is a compliment when I say I don't remember what you did or didn't do, right? I mean, you're just there. You make the right plays at the right time. You don't get picked late. You don't get picked early. You go in, you make the pressure. I don't necessarily expect him to be the carry, but he has that carry potential in some maps, in some moments. Everyone on this team, just like the other one, has the ability to make a play when it counts the most.
Well, and it's part of the reason they're in the finals. And we do need to get to the maps and bans, which I believe both teams are ready for.
Yes.
JP, obviously we've seen a lot of Lijiang Tower. It's the most played map in GGL this season. What do you expect?
I think in GGL history.
Definitely.
Just for clarification, for those of you who have not been watching, the higher seed gets first map pick and first ban, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
And then it'll be loser's pick from then forth. So no tank. I mean, obviously, I think it's going to be Ilios or Lijiang. Those are the two most common control maps. I think those are the two best control
maps. There we go. Lijiang Tower, right there.
Yep. I'm not entirely shocked by this. I think this can work very well. I think if I remember correctly, they have like some Sim May rush comps that they can play with Tanner on that Reinhardt, which can definitely be useful here. Sindel, if I'm not, is pretty good at the Juno, which is the speed boost, right? I mean, this I think is the best map for them, based just solely on what I remember them playing and the little bit that I watched them this season.
Well, of course, without needing to shout it out, Lazy Dog on the Pharah, he's pretty freaking good at that.
Yes, that is 100% true. And I think the one weakness that gaming for Goonginga might face is they don't have, at least to me, that absolute standout hit scan, right? I mean, I'm sure Rabble or Bossatron can both play that hit scan, but how much is that how much are they gonna be out of their comfort zone facing this Pharah?
Well, we're starting with a cast ban that is one of the hit scans that Rabble has been known to play. So I think now we do see the Pharah.
I also think it's good. I would not be surprised if the gaming for Goonginga ban the Pharah right here. The only time that might come back to bite him is on a map 7.
No ban.
I think that's smart. I think that is a smart play. It's a 7 map series, right? This is the first 7 mapper or potential 7 mapper of the series, of the entire season, right? It's the only game that's the potential 7 mapper.
That's right.
So I think it's smart to reserve some of those bans early.
Excuse me.
Because you don't necessarily need to ban everything right away. What is this team gonna play on this map that really scares you? Are they gonna do a sim or something like that? If you're not concerned about it, just save the ban for another map, right? Now they save that Mizuki ban for another map. Which I don't think that personally, I don't think this is one of Mizuki's strongest maps. I think Mizuki as a whole is a very good hero, but I think speed is such a name of the game of control. I think both of the no bans from that second slot were very smart and playing the long game for this series.
Well, and both teams have their different speed options. Because
Right,
Cyber's going to play as
100%.
Lucio, Sindel's going to play as Juno. One of those provides a little more than the other, but by all means, Juno will be a perfectly fine pick. As we are actually in the map, it will take a second to decide we are playing Overwatch. There it is.
Ready for battle.
Nothing crazy here from the side of No Tank. Playing with Tanner and messing with him, or playing with him in some scrims and stuff, that Domina has become kind of a staple for some of these pokier comps and some of these dive comps. He's become very good at it, and I think she still thinks he is very good. Lazy Dog without the Pharah, no shock on the Junkrat, right? Otherwise, pretty standard comps on both sides. The only thing I think is a little interesting is Jordan on this Queen, and no Lucio from Cyber.
Well, yeah, I'm not surprised to see him on the JQ. It's something he played a lot against Storm and did quite well on. But this sim could prove to be quite the issue into the Junker Queen. If the JQ tries to get on top of them, the sim can just beam her out.
And it's really good into this Genji as well, right? I mean,
That too,
Rambo is
along
known
with the
for his
Mizuki.
Genji and his Pharah, right? I think this is a very smart play from Frey, and I think the Junkrat can get a lot done here because there's no form of mitigation aside from Shout, right? But that's only on cooldown every so often.
Jordan going in a little too deep, falls low. Lazy Dog will pick up the second pick of chain on to Boss. Will get a kill for him. And Cyber will be able to get out lone survivor of his team. And we are at first cap for No Tank.
I like the Kiri peak. I think, Kiri's been an incredibly strong hero since she came out, but I'd really like to see them have more speed control. If they're gonna play this Queen, they need to be able to fully rush and get on them. And I don't think they have that without Shout, but you don't want to use Shout to run, of thing,
No, definitely. It's a great survivability tool. You probably don't want to save it for engage.
But that's a really good pick coming out from Rabble.
Yes, it is. And with the Mizuki they have, I guess the Mizuki they had, they are really looking to Sierra here, who did a great pickup on to Pancake. Cyber not dying, staying alive.
They do get a TP back. They're not going to be recontesting, but that is half the point, give or take. I mean, 47% close enough. And we will see the first ults online here. We have the Kitsune and Blade for the side of gaming. And we have Riptire, Coalescence, and, if I'm not mistaken, Kinkai Sanctuary?
Yeah. Big TP coming out from Faye. Getting aggressive very early. Rabble taking a lot of damage, dashing away. Looking for a pick onto Lazy Dog. Will pick up.
Tyre gets nothing, and he gets punished for using it. Jordan
the big Carnage kill. Looking for Miching G next. Shouts into it, misses the slash, but will be able to pick up Miching and Faye just right here. And well said by Junker Queen. We are just getting started. We're about to have every ult on board. Well, we were. We had a lot of ults on board, and now we're down to a measly 7.
Yeah, I mean, that was 2 ults from the side of No Tank for nothing gained.
Yeah, very expensive fight.
I guess you force out the Kitsune Rush, which is a very impactful ultimate. But now when Catman gets a pick like that, that's going to be another 5-6% or 10 percentage points. Pretty easy.
Jordan getting aggressive onto Miching G. A big rampage comes out, finds all 4 members of No Tank. And I don't know if I'd call it No Tank, maybe No Cleanse?
There we go. Now we see Sendel over onto that Kiriko. Maybe a little too late. Too little too late. I know you can play it. I just don't know what the Moira is really doing for you in that composition.
Well, especially when they could have had
I like
a Juno.
the Kiri. Yeah. We know Sendel to play that Juno. Also, Bossatron on that Sierra has really impressed me so far in this map.
Blade comes out from Rebel. Kakai Sanctuary to both Kakais come out.
It gets
eaten.
It gets eaten.
And a very clean last fight coming out from Gaming for Goonginga. Just Sierra ult remaining. And that is all they will need to save. as Gaming for Goonginga will take map number 1. JP, what kind of adaptations do we need to see from No Tank?
I want to see them a little bit more with that speed control. If they're gonna play this, I think you need to play faster. I think Queen is actually very good into Domina. I would like to see Tanner switch it up maybe a little bit, and I'd also like to see them go back to like a Juno and a Symmetra here. I think the Symmetra is going to be really good and can be able to get them to that point faster. I also think that was objectively the worst map for Lazy Dog in the map or the sub,
yeah,
right.
Well, I think
the next two are much more closers.
My biggest thing is once you lose that control with Micheng's Domina, it's very hard to get back.
Yes, and this is the exact comp I want them to be on. The
very late
Symmetra and the Juno.
Actually,
yes,
making a very good outside control. They don't notice though. Jordan able to get in the backline, is able to get a knife on to Pancake, not able to get the kill onto him. Slash comes in, does not hit, but Micheng taking corner control. This is Reinhardt's specialty. This is what he's really good at. If he can keep Jordan on this corner, even though it is a lifesteal hero, it shouldn't matter. Micheng should have it as long as they don't let him get in. But he did get in. He's going for Pancake. He will be able to get the pickup onto him. He will also grab Lazy
Jordan
Dog
does
in the
get
trade.
2 in the back.
Looking for a third. Micheng will fall to Cyber. And you have Faye and Sindel. I guess Faye's not really running away, but Sindel, I would like to think, is. Well, he did, but Rabble came in, took his life.
Yeah, Rabble was just in the backline putting a lot of poke in there. I thought that was a really good engage from the side of No Tank.
And back to the Moira.
Until Tanner turned to chase a Genji. They
might be able to kill
the Genji
yeah,
in the backline.
they get the JQ there.
That's
they
a
can
really
TP
good
in
pick.
and it'll be great. They'll have point control.
Yes, some of them take it. Faye is on point already, able to catch that Mizuki out.
A little bit of a
Genji
miscommunication
maybe
by this
does
team.
get a pick.
It should be fine, but can't
Are
be
they
making
gonna get the
mistakes like that.
staggers? They will trade a few late picks for 2 or 3 extra percentage points, but it's now a third of the thing. And I think this team that No Tank, or this composition that No Tank is playing, is going to be much harder to break.
Yeah, so they can get the constant poke into that small room. Rebel does pop deflect, does allow them to walk through a little bit, but both supports are still isolated. Mizuki and Kiriko, of course, so it doesn't mean a whole lot.
Oh, he did not get that pin. I thought Tanner got the pin onto Jordan.
Doesn't matter.
Right
Jordan Zed, Kakai comes out from Pancake. Probably not needed, but definitely not the worst ult to use.
I mean, what? They build him so fast. I mean,
well, and he popped it
and
right as Jordan died.
That's gonna give them point control now, and now they have the coalescence, and they have a sim wall. I know it's not quite the same as Kenkai Sanctuary, but in a sense, it can act similarly.
Yeah, but
right, it's just
I mean,
a big
really,
mitigation.
You're just zoning off the Sierra and the JQ. Pancake, of course, getting knifed there, and a blade will come out from Rabble, able to pick up one,
Cyber
looking for
gets
2.
one.
They do fall, and Lazy Dog's tire will be enough to
Trades
pick
it
up the kill.
back.
They're even.
Ooh, that is
Micheng antied. Lazy Dog will go down. Micheng could shatter here, but it would be a little risky.
They did get up to 60. What? They're gonna get up to 65, 67% here.
66. Thank
66.
God.
They split it exactly 1/3 and 2/3. Now I would say they have at most 2 fights.
TP comes out. They're looking for it. Micheng could have a big shatter here, and it finds 2. It could be enough.
Shatter. Both supports gone. That's
Tanner!
absolutely massive.
He walked into the ult. The Junker Queen 1 HP does get the knife off, or the cleave off on to onto Faye. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm like discombobulated. I saw Tanner start walking into the Sierra ult, and I knew he was going to get one shot, and I was like, Tanner, why are you doing this? They had it in the bag. That was their fight, JP. Everything's off the board.
And I think that's a huge shout out to Bossatron for knowing how and when to position that Sierra ult to punish their tank for overextending.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Tanner walked into the very edge
supports.
of it. It wasn't even a punish thing. Tanner walked into right where it started.
And then he gets blown up right here. Lazy is able to trade, but unless they get Jordan, which I don't think they will, last fight territory with Rampage available.
Yeah, they will.
This could be a game winner.
They should have 3 ults. Okay, they'll have 2 ults because they need to get back quick. Looking at a big Faye TP to get a touch. But Rampage comes out, finds Sindel. Faye needs to TP, but they don't make it, or they don't take
barely gets it. Barely gets it. But they're down 2 already. Lazy is able to trade 1 back out. Ooh, cleanse at the last second to save Cyber there, and that'll be map 1 going in this favor of gaming for Goonginga.
Yeah, I think my biggest issue is there's a little bit of miscommunication on the side of no tank, where Faye will put down these TPs and only Faye will take it. But they're losing a lot of great positioning that they would gain from it.
I 100% agree with that. I also think some of their issue, and to Ravel's credit, is he's doing a great job of drawing them away. He's not really doing a lot besides turning their attention and getting somebody to chase him, and then it's a 4v4 in which their team is winning, or a 4v3. I think they need to be more decisive with their decisions of either run at the rest of the team and take a 4v5 without a Genji there, or take a 1v5 with a Genji and burn him first.
Yeah. Now we do get to return. Oh, actually, JP, you know what's up next?
Oh yes, I think I do.
We will be
Am I
announcing
mistaken?
the tank role stars from this season. JP,
All right.
I'll put the graphic on the board. Take it away. Walk us through Mi Chang Ji and Arterat, our Season 8 tank all-stars.
Well, one of them we've already seen today in Mi Chang, right? I mean, we know what he did. He is the rock for that team the entire season, right? Doing absolutely not everything, but just being the absolute steady rock that team needed. Top of the league in mitigation, some of the lower deaths per 10 on tank, just rock solid. Arterat, no real shock there. I think in terms of just, again, pure SR, the highest tank in the league. He grinds all day on both the website and Overwatch, and he expanded his hero pool a lot this season, right? I mean, last season he came in as like a Ramatra one trick, more or less. And this season he added a few more, and it became a lot more difficult to play against him and like game plan for him and all that kind of stuff. And his team got off to a really hot start and then kind of fell off a little bit. So it's disappointing to not see him here, but huge shout out to both of these guys for just being the solid rocks that their teams need for their team or for their seasons.
Yeah, and shout out
What are your
JP's
thoughts on
internet.
them?
It's kind of failing right now, but it looks like both are ready for bans, right? If we could get into that. (1-0) for gaming for Goonginga. They are the undercard. Or... Wow, I just forgot what that was. Underdog. They are the underdog in here. Kind of crazy considering it is such a stacked roster. I think going into the season, though, this was the favorites, JP. JP thinking a lot about that. But yeah, both of these teams obviously
I was trying to fix my
very
internet,
good.
so hopefully it should be better now.
Alright.
No, 100%. I think gaming for Goonginga came into the season as the favorite. Just absolutely stacked cast. I mean, when I think of just pure SR, two of the top names that come to mind are Jordan and Cyber. Just both kind of dominate the rank ladder. Jordan especially. I know they're both on a collegiate team, so they have that competitive side to them, and they play together a lot. And I think Jordan has been able to really help some of the other guys on this team and coach them up and understand how to play together and when to engage and all the little things of Overwatch that sometimes get overlooked, which can be the make or break of a game.
Well, in the shock of the century, Tonk, look away. We are going to King's Row. Oh, and Slimon. Slimon, you also look away. And
you know what?
Jordan does
As
not
long
play
as it's
collegiate,
not
but I'm pretty
Midtown-
sure they're on a Face-It team.
Yes, face it. Sorry, not collegiate. I want to see No Tank ban the Queen here. I think is going to be
I think it's a
here.
safe map to do so.
Right, I think this is a very rush heavy map. And I mean, Jordan obviously has a bunch of other stuff, but I think the Queen was giving them a lot of problems because it allowed Cyber to not necessarily be that heal bot or Cat to be that heal bot because she has all that self heal, and I think she got a buff not too long ago.
Yes,
to
I think it was like 5%. But the Genji ban here, that is I usually save Genji ban for escort. I think the high ground dominance of escort is more important to ban the Genji on.
I agree with that and wholeheartedly. The thing to think about here, though, is Lazy Dog will be able to go back to that Pharah. Which I think
Cheng Ji
could
will not be
put
able to go back to the Domina, as G4G will ban him off that, which is kind of a surprise. I think you kind of embrace the Domina if you're G4G here.
Yeah, I almost would have saved. I wouldn't have banned it just to try to bait
Mercy
him into
ban.
playing that.
Oh, you know what? Rabble will play the Pharah and Cyber will play the Mercy. Getting rid of that huge combo, because since they did ban the Genji, he's going to go towards that Pharah now.
Yes, I think that's a good combination ban, but I don't know if it's the bans I would have picked on this map. I think both of those would have been so much better on the next map with all that high ground control, right? I mean,
yes,
just
absolutely.
as a map type, as a general, hybrid is has always been much more level in like single phase and not like this high ground oriented.
Yeah, I
up
would
and
have
down,
been
that
looking
kind of
more
stuff.
towards the JQ and the Sierra bans.
Right, I mean, like, just thinking of escort maps that could be possibly, right, you know, you have, like, Dorado, and you have Route 66, which I think have a lot more height variability and a, like, dive-centric nature to them, right? Where I think everyone, anytime they think of King's Row, is Reinhardt, right? I mean, this is the Brawl map of all Brawl maps.
Yeah, this is Tonk's favorite map of all time. His favorite little brawl map, JP. How many Reinhardts are we going to see on this map? Little with the hydrates. I got you, big dog.
At most we can see 2.
All right. Actually, that's not true. We could see 4.
Oh, yes, sorry. I forgot Echo exists, so you can copy them. But I don't know if either team really has an Echo player.
Lazy actually does play quite a bit of Echo. I think Rabble's played it. I'm sure Rabble can whip it out.
Well, they all have the ability to do it. Just not sure how comfortable they are playing it, you know?
Yeah, shout out to the #1 haters, Slimin and Donk. I think next season, if they're on a team together, they should always ban King's Row and Leash Hung Tower. But shout out Miracle Max, not with us tonight. She is unfortunately at work. Shout out Low Res Mendata, her very favorite thing in the world.
And we see Jordan on the hog. We've seen him pull this out a little bit every once in a while.
Well, not even every once in a while. This is what shut down Storm last week.
I was unable to see that as I was not.
Yeah,
did
Jordan
not
just
break
DM'd
internet
me, but
access.
we had a pause mid hook. Poor Tonk. Jordan with the Cat Bastion is getting kind
what
of
is
touched.
sleep from Sindel though? That was asleep. And
Yeah,
now
I do like the
Lazy's
Sarissa
kinda
from
disabled
Miching.
to-
A big ante
Ooh,
comes
big
out.
ante.
That might be more than enough from
Does
Miching
force
to
the
get
cleanse.
aggressive. And we on the high ground is Bossatron and Worskinji NA on that Reaper. But Faye on the Widow will be the opening.
That could be absolutely massive. Now you get free antes into the hog. And
Boss killing himself with the
Bossatron
grenade.
kills himself.
Huge. Rabble in the backline looking for Faye. For some reason, no one turned to help him. Poor Faye. No one likes Faye, I guess.
don't know if that's who I would have targeted in that scenario with both supports right there not looking at you. But either way, I don't think it would have changed much, and this should be first cap.
Definitely is.
What a dominant push.
Yeah, and
They
Faye.
hit the right abilities at the right time, and Faye really opened that up. And I like the Sojourn switch here. This becomes a lot more choke-oriented, and Sojourn just gives you more ability or mobility and raw damage.
Over to double hit scan now for the side of G4G. Micheng G does have that Terror Surge going into the only ult for them, which is Cat. There will also be a Kakai Sanctuary on board fairly soon, along with a Rocket Barrage. Big Chain would have gone out onto Worskinji NA, but doesn't matter. Pancake didn't need to hit it. They do get the pick either way. But this Roadhog is now a Sigma. Jordan playing the tank swapper in spawn right now.
I don't know how much I love the Sigma into Orisa. I think it's a pretty neutral matchup. It doesn't favor one super one way or the other.
I think the issue is his DPS line doesn't really like work for anything outside of the poke tank right now. Because you don't really want to play the Zarya with this, which is the right pick here.
I
But it
think
doesn't matter when
maybe
Faye
if-
goes down first.
But Lazy's able to trade it right back. Hit scan for hit scan.
Yeah, but if they can nano Lazy here, we could be seeing a huge thing.
What a chain
still a
onto
bug.
Jordan to get that kill. And Lazy is just putting so much pressure on that.
Yeah, the nano boost bug is still active where you cannot see the target is nanoed in spec view.
For those who didn't see, the Pharah did get nanoed that fight and was able to just one-shot most of the squishies. Rabble playing mystery heroes here a little bit, not knowing what to play.
Yeah, I think the
I wouldn't
Tracer's like,
mind.
it's an
I
alright
don't hate the
pick if you
Tracer
can
here.
avoid the chains.
Yes, I think it can get a. Obviously, I think Genji.
Oh,
is picking
Faye's
up, but it
so
is.
cooked. Never mind. Nade.
What a nade to save her.
You see, I'm waiting for Catman to duck someone. There it is. Mi Cheng Ji off the edge, but Lazy Dog will find one. Will shortly perish afterwards. Just Pancake and Faye alive, along with Sindel.
Sindel is also alive, and that's one ult for one ult. I think if you're the side of gaming for Goonginga, you take that. I mean, you stem the bleeding a little bit, and now you have some confidence back, right? You want to fight now. You see the plan to win, right? I mean,
Rabble looking
I know
for
at
a pick
least for
onto
me-
Lazy Dog on this high ground.
ooh, what a nade.
Actually, he's
Nope,
going to drop onto Sindel. Flux comes out. Sindel will surely die from that.
That's
Kakai's not going to be enough. I think this should be a fight win for the side of... Actually, no tank. Faye going crazy with the overclock. And it is enough. Catman, the lone survivor, kind of close to that ult. But you do...
That was a very good sanctuary from Pancake. It didn't
Sindel
was not able
back?
to save Sindel, but
Oh.
did do a lot.
Jordan over to the
Jordan
Hazard.
Now over to Hazard.
That's a little...
He's thinking about pushed off the map.
Jordan very low. Jordan not going off the map, but he's going back to spawn as we have a Nano Soldier come out from Bossatron.
And he just gets bullied off the map.
What a cap
And in
from
the-
No Tank.
What a response.
0 to 3. Switching sides.
You come out and you get 2-0'd on the first map. They weren't 100 O's, right? I mean, they had fight wins and they were very competitive in those two maps, but you did lose 2-0, not 2-1. And then you come out and you lose 10 seconds on your attack.
Yeah, I would say, safe to say that the Junker Queen not being played is kind of an issue. The Domina traded out for Narissa is probably doing great things for them. Not even probably, it is. Mi Cheng Ji looking great on it. I think Jordan has been playing a lot of JQ on attack. So wouldn't be surprised to see that come back out.
I also think Rabble was just kind of grasping at straws. He couldn't find what he wanted to play. He couldn't find what was working or not working. Everything he was trying just didn't seem to work. I think during this intermediate phase, just take a breath and regroup. You're a great player. Don't get in your head. Pick something and stick to what works. You're more or less a two-trick. Stick to those. If you, to quote our great friend, Matt Amo, or Samo, my bad. You counter a Pharah with a Pharah.
It's true, that is something he has said about the Mercy Pocket. Could be a little bit of an issue, but he's good enough at it. I don't think it will be too bad. But Faye on this Ashe could prove to be an issue. Very talented Ashe. Very talented hit scan. Also playing from Germany, so I think 120 or 40 ping.
The higher the ping, the better they are, apparently.
Yeah. I mean, just look at the Swedes. I know Simon won a minute, but he's really dang good.
Listen, I am the biggest Ana supporter there ever is, and ever will be, right? What does it do in this combo?
Not a lot. Not a lot, JP. Especially
um,
with Faye taking down your DPS, Jordan falling shortly on the Ramatra. I think Lazy's just going to be able... He's barely not going to be able to get the pick on to Rabble there, but that is okay. Yep,
Okay,
Slimin.
now with the Winston, it makes more sense.
Well, and I do actually really like this Tracer. Although JP calls him a 2-trick, I think he has a larger hero pool than that. Jordan very good at this Winston character. It is his hallmark tank. And Lazy Dog dying there is not his hallmark move. That really opens the door. Jordan able to just jump in now. Yeah, but you could also just go BAP to shoot the Pharah. And with the Ramatra, that does more.
Yes.
Catman,
I
oh,
think
so close,
Laurie
doesn't
would've
quite
been a
fall.
better pick. Does great bubble from Jordan, just cutting out Tanner, and they weren't able to touch.
Well, that's a cyber issue.
Objective lost. Stop the pain.
I think BAP is good, but I think Alari is just better at this point. In
Well,
terms of supports that could deal with a Pharah.
Well, with the Ramatra too. But now that they're with the Winston, obviously they already have that nano charge. Another huge, insanely fast cap. We could be looking at a nano Winston pretty soon. There it is. Jordan going towards that back line. Lazy Dog releases the barrage. Is able to find Catman.
Does find one, but Jordan finds two in the back line.
Yeah, I think it's too much.
The trades are happening, and it's not in the favor of no tank.
Oh, Faye. Sweet baby Faye.
He is able to build to that bomb. So, I mean, it's an ult for an ult. It's a barrage for Nano, which I think Nano is the better ultimate in that situation. And now you have Kenke, you have Kitsune, right? I mean, Kenke's can't cancel out, right? But Kitsune is going to be, I think, the fight winner here.
Oh.
If Sindel is able to lay down even a half-decent Kitsune...
Even if they just do Kitsune Bob.
Yes, I don't even necessarily think you have to. I don't think you have to Bob.
I do like the Bob opener. This could be a great bait for the Kakai, and there it is. They need to keep reaching up.
That's a big anti, though, from Cyber.
Dual Kakai's come out. And now if we see that Kitsune rush, it's just icing on the cake.
No tank, I think, had the better Sanctuary there as it came later. Primal from Jordan is interesting, but if he gets a pick or two here, it could be used. It could definitely turn the fight.
I mean, both supports being up, it is kind of hard to get on top of Pancake on Mizuki, who just does stupid Mizuki stuff. But Cyber surely falls here to Mii Chang.
He just ate an entire Primal and lived.
Yeah, that's a balanced character, by the way. Jordan underneath should be able to get out. But Pancake plays it obviously very well, so can't be too upset about it.
But now you have that Nano Winston coming back up. And, oh, Faye over to the Bastion.
Rebel already forced to use Recall.
Are able to set up a little bit of a pinch, but Bastion Mizuki is a Winston's worst nightmare.
Yeah, this just doesn't look fun to play into. Rebel on the side angle does have Recall, but doesn't have HP, will go down. Mii Chang G does find Cyber. Cyber security, not going to be enough to save him there. He kind of got DDoS in that corner.
Coming out now is, I think, is a good pick. I don't hate the Soldier here, but I think you could almost match Bastion for Bastion. As crazy as it is, Bastion is just kind of...
Or just go back to Sierra.
Yeah,
I guess that's Rabble on Soldier.
Yeah.
Soldier's probably the right
try
pick
to
then.
match the Pharah, maybe. I don't think that would be the worst decision, just getting a lot of poke. The Kitsune is going to cap this point, and now they're able to hold one of the most dominant chokes in the history of Overwatch.
Yeah, I think they should... They should honestly, unless Jordan gets a really quick rampage, they should be able to hold this for a very, very long time. Almost a minute and a half.
And they have 4 ults.
Yeah, opening with a artillery barrage.
What is Cyber gonna nano here? The overclock maybe?
Probably, or the Queen. Cyber doesn't die. Good for Cyber. Dying to that artillery barrage would have been pretty tragic. We have Lazy Dog in the corner though, looking for one. Gets Kakai and a pick. They also trade Jordan on the other side of the fight. What an amazing trade for the side of no tank.
Yes.
Getting that Kakai out really opens a lot up. But JP, they're going to have Nano Visor. They're going to have Nano Overclock. Maybe...
I mean, you can only Nano one.
I know.
Which one do you trust more? Auto aim or one shot?
I think you got to go with auto aim. I think especially where he's wrapping around. But Cyber doesn't have a way to get to him, which is the only issue.
That's the
Maybe he
thing
pokes out
is-
of the high ground. Now an overclock
That's
comes
a
out.
big
Kakai
flex.
Sanctuary does cancel it out. Tanner drags him in, but it will not be enough, as it is just the supports remaining for the side of G4G. And I think,
Rabble has the last ultimate in the game, but what will he be able to do with it?
well, Jordan should surely be able to build his rampage here.
In
Just
14 seconds?
I mean, he's 20% off. All they have to do is touch and get like 3 shots off for this rampage to come out. Attack Visor comes out, almost able to get pick onto Lazy. We'll open it up. We'll get it.
Pick on the lazy.
Jordan needs to stay alive here.
Fighting for his life.
Probably doesn't
Okay,
need the
get the
rampage, but
bastion.
we'll get it. Yeah, I think this is
really-
probably enough. I really hate what they're
What
doing
a
here.
stagger.
They're staggering
I think
themselves
they-
so hard, JP. They should have
Trying
just
on point would
died.
have been better, but Lazy does almost get the 2-shot onto Jordan to finish him off. That is the only ult in the game right now. I mean, you have Artillery Barrage, but Artillery is worse than Bastion, and without his ult is better than Bastion with it.
It depends on who's using it, but yes. But yeah, because they staggered for so long, Micheng-Ji and Pancake just basically gave him a free cap.
But it is only a minute and a half to capture one of the hardest things.
Rampage comes out early.
Does manage to
I like
get
this momentum if they
3.
can use it. Huge carnage, finds 2. Looking for a knife onto Faye. Is able to get it. Should die to bleed here in a second. No, has the healing perk. Doesn't matter. Will probably die anyways. Pancake, the lone survivor of no tank. Now, we do have Nano Boost and Coalescence for the side of G4G. No tank basically has everything, and you're kind of fine with losing that fight. You get an ult out, and you
Yeah, I
also
mean,
have 5 coming up.
Again, biggest Ana defender probably or one of the biggest Ana defenders. It's just not the same. Well, Nano is not the same as Kitsune, because Kitsune goes to everybody.
Catman with a early Coalescence. I do like the momentum, but I don't think it's going to be enough with Kitsune coming out. They do nano Jordan
onto
here,
Jordan.
but Jordan's kind of far away.
he's able to
He
do
has to go
much.
through so much to get to anybody. Micheng-Ji does walk up to him. Micheng-Ji does
Cyber
lose his
does find
DPS. Cyber's 1 HP does get brought into that. Kakai Sanctuary comes out for the Tac Visor. Should be enough to cancel it out as Micheng-Ji gets the support he needs. We do see a Artillery Barrage going out onto Jordan in the Mega Pack room. But Faye will be able to get the pick on, or will be able to get picked by Faye.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Ross is trying to get some pick. Duh. Oh, losing your queen here it might be GG. Cyber doing Cyber things. And
Yeah.
is unable to finish everything. And Sindel with the double headshot kill to finish off the map.
I mean, it's tough when
What
you lose
a
your queen.
What a showing from No Tank.
Yeah, definitely a insane bounce back. Even if they did cap, it was probably with no time. No tank would have had 4 minutes to cap, basically. And if they don't get a
More or
tick in
less.
4 minutes. But Jordan, of course, played a very terrific Junker Queen. They won't need to worry about banning it for Escort, hopefully. I feel like Junker Queen shouldn't be the biggest issue there.
No, I would expect them to ban the Winston maybe here, but now Rabble has the Genji back, right? Now we're gonna be able to see both of these DPS lines fire at max potential, with Lazy having access to his Pharah and Rabble having access to his Genji.
Well, that's kind of the issue with the 7 map bans. You can get rid of and pick up a map by getting rid of good heroes for the other side. But what do you do on map 6?
Right, I don't disagree necessarily with No Tank's strategy of making sure we get a win and making it even, right? I mean, it's better to use your bans and win a map than not use your bans and lose a row.
Well, in JP, it is that time of the series where we get to announce the DPS Roll Stars. We have 4 for this one. Started with the first
80
2.
guesses.
Lazy Dog and Rabble. 2 guys playing in this series.
I think
no one's
both
shocked.
of them. Yeah, I don't think they should be a shock to most anybody, right? I mean, you watched both of them, right? They, even with their heroes gone, their main heroes gone, they can still dominate a lobby, right? I mean, you saw Rabble kind of take over that first map, just drawing so much attention with his Genji, and just do so much. And Lazy, we saw him this map put in the work on the Pharah, right? I mean, he's known for a lot of those spam heroes, and even had some really good plays on the Junkrat in the last map. Both of them are hard to game plan around. Both of them absolutely deserving. Great to see them continue to succeed, and great to see some role stars, or the all-stars here in the finals.
Oh, and to the art in the finals, we have our very own Tonk and Vortex. None of these is really that big a surprise. Tonk probably, for his rank, is probably the most impactful player. I think he's like Diamond 5, and I'd say he plays closer to a Masters DPS level.
I also just want to say I don't think SR is necessarily always in all the BL, right? I mean, I'll use me for an example.
No, SR isn't real.
Sometimes I just rage queue, and I've dropped from like high Masters to like Diamond, right? And Tonk just doesn't play that much. We should also specify that these were voted on by the people. This is not specifically about stats or anything like that.
Yes, everybody voted. We had like 40 votes. It was pretty crazy. Vortex, the other DPS, probably had the most votes if I had to guess.
The only hitscan DPS in this, actually,
yes,
which I think
true.
is a little interesting. So I guess the people just prefer the projectiles. But no, both of these players absolutely deserving. Definitely had absolute carries for their teams respectively. Tonk, since switching over to the DPS, has been really, really good. I'm not to disrespect his tank, but I think he's been much more impactful on the DPS role. I think that time he spent on tank allows him to know how to capitalize and make space on other heroes. And Vortex, just an aim god. I mean, we saw him dominate the last 2 seasons, right? I mean, arguably the best hit scan in the league, and spends a lot of time in the game, is able to play a lot of different heroes.
He's good.
At a very high level.
At the end of the day, he's pretty dang good. We do need to get into the maps and bans now. Arterat, thank you. And it is back to, actually not even back, it is time for G4G's first pick of the series, JP. What do you expect to see them pick here? What will be their escort map? Are you thinking of Dorado or Rialto?
I think it's Rialto. Personally, the two things to consider when picking escorts is they're very hit scan focused and very long range, very widow friendly. That's with Junkertown, Havana, Circuit, even kind of Route 66 to an extent, and Shambali. And then there's a lot more dive heavy ones where I think Shambali can play the dive. I think Rialto is a very good dive map. I think Gibraltar and Dorado, as I already mentioned, are all good dive maps. Just looking at their hero pool, especially with this Genji back, I think they could go Gibraltar or Rialto. I think are the two that are going to be in talks here.
Really? You wouldn't throw Dorado in there? Because my two would be Dorado and Gibraltar. I think Dorado, obviously, El Clasico Winston map.
Right. I almost wonder if they go to Rialto in expectation of the Winston ban, because there's other things that Jordan can play on that map.
Yeah, no, that's true. Havana, so definitely would have banned. Frame 1, probably.
Oh, especially with Faye here, as kind of really the true hit scan player of this lobby. I mean, Bossatron has been doing an absolutely amazing job with the hit scan, but I don't know if he has the Widow.
Well, Boss is a tank player, so I would guess not. I'm just gonna preemptively ban the Widowmaker here.
This was absolutely not a map I had him picking, but I guess it does make sense. I think Jordan is very comfortable with.
Oh, you know what? I think they're gonna play Roadhog on this map.
Are they gonna play Cat Hog? I
think so. That's something they've pulled out quite a bit. I don't remember if they played it on this map or if I'm remembering Feral Kittens. But I know Feral Kittens obviously played Domina on this, or Hog Cat on this map. We
I also think
with an
this
Ash ban.
I think this might also be Lazy's worst, one of Lazy's worst maps for his hero pool, right? At least on the escorts, right? Pharah's not great because you kind of have to play in the open and there's no good places to hide around.
Winston, my beloved.
And Junkrat is just not great. No tank, I'd almost want to see them ban like the Sigma here.
Yeah, because
They
it's
banned the
Havana, I'm
Winston.
no longer concerned about the Winston.
I do think that's an interesting choice. I mean, obviously, if they did not feel comfortable playing in that last round, but I mean, they dominated the Winston.
Okay, but surely they also banned the Widow here. I mean, it's open still. They didn't ban a second DPS, so you can still ban a DPS. I feel like if you don't ban the Widow here, you're opening yourself up to potentially a bad time. But maybe you want to see it. Maybe you want Rabble
Or
to
do
play
they
it.
ban like an Ana here because they're going to be playing the Hog?
That wouldn't be bad, but No Tank hasn't been really like itching to play it.
Sindel has it, but I don't love it. And Cyber's been keen to playing it this series, so who knows? I have no idea what this ban could be.
Kiriko, don't hate that. Don't hate that at all.
I don't. I mean, you don't really have a Kiriko player on your team. I mean, I'm sure Cyber and Cat can both play it, but they're not.
You don't have
the
a
most
Kiriko
comfortable
player on your
playing
team,
it.
and it's Cyber. Okay. The Ana
Listen,
ban
when I think of
does come
Cyber, I
out.
think of Ana, Wu Yang, and Mercy.
No, his Kiriko's definitely really good. I promise you.
Oh, I have no question that it is. I've just never really seen it.
It's okay.
And there's the
You won't
Ana
get to
ban.
see it this match either.
The Winston Ana. I don't know if I agree with No Tank's banning strategy. I like gaming for Goongingas a lot more here.
100% agree. I think No Tank is living too much in the last map. I think for this map, Winston's not nearly as good. I think they kind of want to play into the Ana so Rabble can jump it. Not banning the Widow is a little interesting for G4G, but there's less offensive things they could do.
Yes, Slyman, he was playing Kiriko on map 1, but he was predominantly heal botting.
JP's just upset because he can't play Kiriko and Healbot right now.
Ready for battle.
My duo does not play comp with me.
You don't exist anymore. I don't want to hear it. Mr. I'm getting married. I'm planning a wedding. I don't want to hear it.
And exciting news.
Can we get some JP hate in chat? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
We secured a venue and a date, but I won't link that here.
But you'll tell me, right?
Yes, I will tell you after stream.
Yes.
I do like the Domina pick here. I actually, with the exception of the
Oh,
Moira, which
duh.
I don't hate, I like this comp a lot for the side of No Tank. But it also, Cyber is on Weaver. We have a Weaver Mercy backline.
No, we have a Zen Mercy backline.
Okay.
We have a Zen Mizuki backline. JP, something that we
With
forgot
a-
about is Lazy Dog is a very good Hanzo. I think G4G also forgot about that.
Yeah, I mean, we just don't see him play very much, right? I mean, and I don't think that's an issue for him. It's just he's been so good and so dominant on the Pharah and the Junkrat. There's never been a need to play it. I get the Queen here wanting to play into it, but there's so much space you have to make up before you're able to use your abilities or get value out of your abilities.
Yeah, Micheng's
like
actually
to
taking a lot of pressure. Rabble able to get on top of him and take him down. Sindel very low. Probably won't die just yet. And Lazy Dog will be able to pick up.
Ooh. The headshot with the Sonic is always disrespectful.
Yeah, because you're never really going for that.
No. I get the idea of the Zen here. Discord can really hurt and it can put a lot of pressure, but I want to see Cyber play the Lucio. I think it's just better here. Then you have double AoE heal, which doesn't have a lot of burst heal, but you don't have a burst heal now. But Lazy already has dragons.
And that will come out and hit absolutely
It does a good
nothing.
job of splitting off Jordan.
Yeah, I do like the face swap to cast though. Should shut down a little bit of what Rabble wants to do, and until the Jordan gets the perk, can technically shut down Rampage.
Yes. Now remembering that the Genji is available, Sindel's Moira pick makes a lot more sense. I mean, Moira is always just kind of good. It's never been a bad thing. She can just pump out a lot of heals and a lot of damage. It doesn't provide always necessarily the most utility, but when you have this much healing and damage, does it really matter?
No, it is a little weird to play with the poke tank of Domina.
I agree with that,
Oh well.
but if it's what they're comfortable with and what's working for them, oh, absolutely.
Well, and speaking about what's
massive.
working for them, Catman not able to get the Kakai off quick enough. You put No Tank at such an advantage here. Lazy Dog with a great headshot onto Catman.
They needed to full cap that in one push. Now it's going to be so hard for them to push with this comp, right? I mean, Jordan is absolutely phenomenal at that queen, but there's just no mitigation, and that's such a long way to walk with no form of either mitigation or speed boost.
No, they're definitely in Cycle Misery, but we could see a large rampage here pretty soon. Jordan, of course, taking a lot of damage early.
Does
needs
have to
get
use that
into...
shout early
Ooh.
and just gets blown up before he's able to get on top of them like he needs to.
Noon comes out from Faye, not finding any kills, but will get some decent damage out.
Does push them back a little bit, and Pancake with a nice stagger there onto Bossatron.
I think Rabble's
But
also
it's
going to
4
get
ults
staggered.
versus 4 ults.
That's not good. I mean, you bought basically 10, 15 seconds there.
Yeah, that is
Dragon comes
hard.
out. Ooh, Trance has to
Forces
come
Trance.
out. Huge rampage though.
Does
Never
get
mind, only finds
massive
2.
rampage.
I think
Lazy
Jordan just
gets-
dies here.
Jordan doesn't die, but Sindel is able to find Cyber, which you
Beaming him
trade that
down.
Discord orb. So Discord can do a lot here, and now that I think they should play a little bit aggressive here. I think they can win this fight. Cyber switching over to the Baptiste, one of a very, very rare BAP occurrence. I don't know how many people play BAP in the league besides
And
me and Cat.
Venom said he didn't play Baptiste. Kakai comes out along with a blade from Rabble. Could get 2 here.
Gus
Able to get 1. Gets a second. Put up the gun. Comes out.
DPS are gone.
Put Pancake 1 HP. And that should be enough to cap point
Sindel
number
die
1.
point. Sindel die point. Sindel die point.
Nah, I think Sindel gets out. He's on Moira.
They are able to get out, but that was everything in a bag of chips on the side of aiming for Goonginga to get this
Miching
push.
G on the Zarya. He is the Prince Charming Zarya. Brother.
I mean, I like Zarya, and I think she's really good right now, but
Not
I
in
don't
that
know
skin.
How
He is negative aura in that skin.
name a good Zarya skin.
Soul Dynasty Classic, Soul Dynasty, Overwatch 2, most of the Overwatch League skins.
Okay, so
Mountain
ones
Climber.
you don't have to spend money for.
Well,
Lazy again with the disrespect.
The winter
onto
skin.
Bossatron. You know what? I think it needs to be. Oh, is that the Bunny Girl Zarya? Nah.
Yeah.
S-tier skin.
no, that thing
Yeah,
sucks. Speaking of sucking, Rabble able to suck them into his blade as he dashes through Sindel and able to get a deflect kill onto Lazy Dog. Faye on the high ground. Probably dead.
I don't think. Yep. Yeah. Did get caught out a little bit there. I didn't mind the idea of a flank, but does get punished.
No, and Raz has a really good
I
point in
think
chat.
Tanner's
This
able to
really
get a-
isn't a Zarya team. They really need something to bubble or help go in with Micheng, because right now they do not have it. Would love Lazy switching over to the Genji. Has pulled it out in the past. Looked quite good on it. Rampage comes out, finds the high ground. Faye will fall, so will Pancake. Sindel and
I mean, good job of just
Micheng
getting ults
so
out.
alone. And
There
honestly,
from the side of No Tank,
JP, I think
had a really good point.
I think it was a preemptive swap for Micheng. They lost one fight and he decided he needed to swap. They were doing so good for 4 minutes.
Now you're able to get back to this hit scan, like long range dominance of I have a lot of respect for both Rabble and Bossatron, but I don't know if they can really match it here.
Probably
We'll
not
see
to
if
the
that
extent.
Widow ban or not Widow ban will have an impact here, as Faye is on that Widow right now.
You see, and I just don't know what other map you would ban Widow on.
Right. We know they have it in their pool. We saw it last map, and we see it getting value right now.
Yeah, Lamptones come out from Cyber.
Tanner might be able to build up to a
I hope he can
grab
build up to a
before that.
grab. He's at 98.
was before that lamp cooldown has come back, but it's gonna be back up soon here. Is the longest cooldown in the game though.
Yeah, you got 3 seconds left on it. And Rabble actually taking out Faye. Could be looking for a big blade here. Big dash through. Kakai comes out, but it will not save for Blade.
Massive grab, but I don't know if anybody's gonna be able to follow up on it.
No, that should be a full cap.
4-person grab, and you're just Hanzo. We could have seen a grab dragon, just like in Overwatch 1.
It's okay, Hunk. We do need to see a touch here. Sindel.
Oh, Tanner gets out there on the Doom.
Rampage comes through, ends
And-
Mi Cheng-Ji's very short existence on the Doom. And Faye, of course, playing for KDA. Clearly, that was the issue.
What looked like a tough going or a tough start to the map. I mean, you finish Havana, which is an infamously difficult third point, as there's basically one choke to go through. And they finish with 50 or 45 seconds, which is
this is going to be very
that's
tough
a
to
really good
match.
cap. I think there was 1 or 2 plays where if no tank plays it just slightly different, they win. I think they absolutely win that.
Well, I think I just don't like the Zarya swap very much. It is the right swap
think it was-
into Junker Queen. I'll give him that, but
I think it was a little preemptive, but
you need a very specific team comp if you're going to play Zarya specifically into Junker Queen, and that's something we did not see.
yes. And looking at these teams here, there's not a huge difference. I think the Hanzo and Bastion are similar in that they're both very spam heroes. Bastion puts out a little bit more consistent, but Hanzo has a higher pick potential, so I call that a wash. It'll be interesting to see how Faye plays into this Genji. And then I do prefer the Alari here slightly to the BAP. I mean, I'm an old school traditionalist in the flex ports. I got like BAP Zen Ana in my pool. That's about it. And I do think BAP can be has absolute carry potential, especially with Lamp and stuff. But I think Alari's just better. I think BAP's gotten outworked now.
Well, and something looking forward to next map a little bit, maybe we could see a Lazy Dog swap to tank to match the Junker Queen.
I don't think that's out of the realm of possibility. I mean,
But with a pick onto Jordan like that,
but if Lazy keeps doing this on Hanzo, maybe you gotta ban that next map.
yeah, this could get rough quick. I
Also,
kind of expected to
just-
see Jordan swap, but I'm glad he didn't.
Just look at these two. Tanner is at 50% ult charge, while Jordan's at 20. Both had the same hero and the same amount of time to get it.
Yeah, the difference is Lazy Dog executed Jordan right away. Pancake very low. Will stay
And
up.
almost did it again.
Mi Cheng-Ji has a Domina behind him and doesn't even know it.
Does get pushed out. This is where no tank was able to hold or get a lot of time burnt off.
Yeah, I think this could be quite a long hold now, because she's playing Domina into the other Domina. One Domina inherently has the advantage because she's defending.
Yes. I think that goes for all poke takes. I don't think that's just a Domina specific thing,
No.
right? I think it's a Sig thing. I think it's
I get what you're saying, but I do think it's more impactful on Domina just because she has a very stagnant shield.
yeah, right. I mean, they did get that rework right, or that
It's a perk.
was it the new perk where
And I love this
I do
dragon
like-
in the window. Does shut down a lot of what they were doing. Boss no longer able to poke through it. Is it for a little bit longer, but Sindel.
Ooh, no deflect.
Ooh, gets eaten by
Does get
Kakai.
barely eaten by the Kakai. Lazy Dog does fall. Kakai have their own to save Tanner. Can they get the BAP?
Faye getting so close.
Ooh,
But Uppercut comes out, but
massive
Rabble with the
Panopticon.
blade, with one, going for a second. He will get it!
gets two.
And it's
no
just
supports.
Faye alive on point. Lazy.
That was a lot of ults for no push to that there.
And maybe we see a Mi Cheng-Ji swap. I just don't know what he would play here. I don't know what's in his hero pool. You just don't have the right team for that. You need speed boost.
I mean, you have Cyber who can play the Lucio, which we have not seen.
Cyber's not on
I
his
think it's
team,
one of his.
but I think you should keep that in mind.
So yes. But Sindel, you know, with
With the
his-
Juno, yeah.
yeah.
But until we
Not
see
that
it,
it's the same.
would need to see that swap along with it. Panopta comes out from Jordan. Finds at the very least Mi Chang Ji, and Mi Chang Ji will go down.
Lazy did, I think, overextend a little bit there in that fight. I think they win when they forced him to play into them.
And Faye choosing to go over to the Genji here. Honestly, I think he just needs to go Sim if he wants to really win right now. I think since none of the rest of the team is swapping.
I actually like the Bastion here.
I don't think the Bastion's bad, but you need to get behind him somehow so you can get some sort of advantage.
I think they just didn't have the shield break the same way that...
Well, and Sim would do that. Do everything and more.
Pancake
But
dies
you do
early,
trade
but they
tank.
trade Jordan.
It could be enough. They really need to build this coalescence here, and I don't think they're going to get to. Faye on the Bastion does fall, along with everybody else around Tanner and Sindel. Micheng needs to have a big play here, but I don't think it's going to come. Sindel does have coalescence, but is not fading towards point. And with a Rabble Blade on top as a little bit of a cherry, G4G take map number 3.
You know, we saw them struggle a little bit and play a little bit of a different comp here on attack, but they prove that they can play that poke comp just as well here on defense.
Yeah.
And now that Rebel has that Genji back, it's gonna be death. It's gonna be blow after blow.
Well, Rabble never... I guess they did ban the Genji last map, yeah. That was still so weird to me.
Maybe a little bit of weird banning strategy here from No Tank, so I don't know if that's gonna be a problem.
Possibly. Alright, JP. Are you ready for our final all-star announcement?
Guys, it's support. I didn't know if you guys could figure that out with DPS and tank already gone, but it's support.
Yes, it is. Let's look at this first set of supports. JP, we have Kayla and Cyber. Cyber obviously playing in this match today. Kayla obviously not playing in this match today. Both did very great this season, playing for their respective teams. I think, without a doubt, you could say these are two of the most impactful supports across the board. Kayla with the Alari and the Juno, just doing so much work for her team. Oh, well, look at that, Kayla. That was great timing. Congrats on the Roll Star, or All-Star.
This, not an award this season. Maybe we'll come in next season. But Kayla definitely would have gotten Newcomer of the Year. I think the way she played was absolutely dominant. Just ridiculous levels. She led the league in healing per 10 and led the league in deaths per 10 with the fewest deaths per 10.
Yeah.
Just stayed alive, never died, did everything her team needed her to do and more. Absolutely phenomenal. Great to have her in a league. Great to have her see such a dominant rookie season out of her. And then Cyber. We know what Cyber does.
We want to see more of it.
Master of a few.
Because he is in this
and
finals,
see
and
more of him.
we need to see a lot more from it. Hopefully going all the way. But let's look at this next round of supports. JP, we have Shellblade and Addy BC1, also not in this finals.
OGs of the league right there. Addy's been in there since season 1, and I'm pretty sure Shellblade came in season 2.
Nope, season 1 was with JV Marshall.
Oh, yes, he was. Just different heroes. I mean, we know what Addy plays. She kind of started out as a Mercy one trick.
Yeah, but that's way before
now
the
has
league.
transferred over.
Obviously, a much better player than she was, and Shellblade.
And I don't know
was on
why
the team
Addy
for a
put
while.
Shellblade as Mizuki.
That's the Moira guy.
I mean
but
this.
oh well.
I mean this in the best way. He is a Moira one trick, and he
Whoa!
plays her extremely well.
That's my Moira one trick, and I have a screenshot of
Actually,
when
that
he
was
bronze.
Rat's Moira one trick this year.
I had him
and
before he
lead
did.
the league.
But
He did lead the league in total healing this season. So to shout out to all those guys. Phenomenal seasons from all of them, all around. Congratulations to all our all-stars. As we do see, what, 4 of them here in the finals?
yes, I think 4 of them are in this finals. Arterat, let's get ready for this let's get ready for this next set of bans going on to map number 4. not match point. Let's look at the winner cards real quick for the first time this series. This is a 7-map banger. No Tank has the map pick.
I sure hope it's a 7-map banger. It's gonna be as cliche as it is. These guys are just heavyweight boxers exchanging fights, right? I mean, we see Gaming kind of come out and put their foot on the gas in map 1, and No Tank just demolished them. I don't know how else to say it in map 2. 4 minutes in a time bank on King's Row is ridiculous. And then we see a pretty even fight with just 1 or 2 mistakes on either side, or get this little things that could have changed in the side of either No Tank or Gaming for Goonginga that decided that last map here. It is a heavyweight brawl, and it's phenomenal to watch so far. Now we're going over to our next map type, which I think this is a great map, and I think my team was one of the only teams to pick it this season, and Flash.
No, it's push. It's push and then flash.
Push.
JP, come on.
Sorry. Push. Which there's only 4 push maps, so not a huge map pool.
Yeah,
and I think they all play relatively similar.
Yeah, for the most part. If we don't see Lazy on to this tank, I would love to see a Junker Queen swap here. Or ban, not swap.
I want to see the ban. They need to do it. Colosseo. I don't know why, but when I see this map, I think of Hawk Doomfist.
What?
Yep. Weird one, I know, but it's what I think of.
Not the Merit triple headshot collat, not the Merit Hanzo clutch in playoffs. No, we think of Hawk Doomfist. No Tank with a Bastion ban. JP3 reigns.
Bastion ban. I do think the Bastion ban is good into a Domina. I think Mi-Ching really is shown that
shout
he
out
wants.
NBC1 for making all those posters. Mizuki ban also.
Except for the Shellblade one.
Except for the Shellblade one. The Mizuki was a very weird choice.
I don't know what gaming bans here. Do they ban the Hanzo maybe?
He's the Morio one trick, and you know it. If I'm G4G,
yes, they banned the Mizuki finally. I think this is a good pick.
I guess
please ban Queen.
No, Baptiste. Okay.
Are they ever gonna ban the Queen? I think Queen has been their biggest problem so far, and they've yet to ban her. Throwaway ban. I don't know.
It's got to be. Tanner hasn't played it since week 1, I don't think.
The only person I remember playing Winton was Malga was you, and I'm pretty sure you lost 3-0 that map.
Not Otis. Oh, I
didn't.
I
play
played
Otis.
it once on Route 66 against you. My bad, JP.
Remember, I didn't play Otis. Otis was gone for the time that I played him.
Pat, shut up. Pat went and just whispered me Hawk Tua.
That is Pat also whispered me that. I think he
Pat,
specifically got on Overwatch to message us that, and then he's getting off.
I hate this guy. Can we explode Pat?
But I think of the new map types, I think both of these are really good. I don't even remember what the other one was called. Was it Clash? That map type was awful. Needed to be gone. Absolutely needed to be gone and get rid of it. But I think this one might be the most memorable, at least in professional Overwatch, of the new maps and new map types. It's a unique one where the bot starts on a very just open plane and very hit scan friendly, very poke heavy. And then as soon as it rounds that corner, kind of getting to that first checkpoint, changes completely. There's a lot of high ground variants that can be dominated on both sides. It's a interesting map, and I think we can see a bunch of different compositions from either side here.
Surely, the Jordan Doomfist isn't real.
I'll believe it when I see it. I mean, I also don't believe in the Cyber Weaver. I think he's the second worst map. for the second worst support. The Winston makes more sense here.
Yep. Kiriko and,
And-
Wu Yang swaps. I do like this Faye from or
Catman
this Tracer
on the
from Faye.
Wu Yang.
Yeah, it's something he's been known to play in the past. It's just a good pick overall.
I mean, Kiriko can do so much healing and stuff. I also like the Genji Winston. It's been pretty good for
And the Reaper.
the 10 years that Overwatch has been out. But I also don't mind the Orisa into it. I don't love Orisa into this. But I do think Lazy should be able to get a lot of pressure. There's a lot of ways to poke and a lot of places to dodge, and no hit scan to really pressure him in any way.
Well, Rabble actually going for him.
But never
Jumps
mind,
up for him.
dies to the deflect.
Yeah, and I think Faye might just also be dead here.
I'd almost like to see Tanner play something besides the Orisa here. I know he had a lot of success with it on King's Row. Or maybe Faye switch over to a Bastion here.
Yeah, something with damage to blow up the Winston. Obviously with the Mizuki ban, it's kind of rough.
Does get the pick onto Jordan here. So, I mean, that is going to be a long walk back from spawn. So they might be able to... Catman finding 2 at the end of the fight, getting him 80% of Tidal Wave, which can be really good paired with Winston Jump or Genji Dash.
Yeah, I'm kind of just waiting to see signs of life from this no tank
Blood
roster.
Scratch is coming out.
And there
I
it
don't
is.
hate the Brig pick here. Lazy finding 2, which should be enough for them to stop it right here at Blood Scratch and start taking it the other way. If
They're
they get able to find... Sindel is able to find that stagger onto...
Faye should probably be able to
Rabble
pick
there,
up both these picks here. No. Cleanse came out, healed up Cyber. Oh, Kiriko.
But I think this is a very undiveable backline. What are you gonna kill with Brig Moira?
Well, right now we are executing a Kitsune rush to try and get towards that back line. A lot of damage coming out of it. Pancake should be able to
Pulse
stay
Bomb
up.
does come out, but not able to find anything.
Kitsune rush does end. And Lazy Dog could get active here, but he will go down to a headshot from Rabble. Pancake is in his sights now. Jordan going to primal him into Rabble. And that should be another fight win for the side of Gaming for Goonginga.
That is 2 ults though from their side, but and nothing expended besides the Pulse Bomb from the side of No Tank.
Yeah, and I think the Tracer's good, but I just don't think it does a lot with this comp.
I think you need something to blow up this bubble. I think you need high damage, like you need a Reaper or you need the Bastion or just something to blow up this Winston's bubble because he's able to bubble dance around it so well. It's hard to punish him.
Yeah.
He's able to live just long enough to get that jump back and then go.
And with Catman going down, Rabble's 1 HP. The Coalescence is enough. Jordan's going to have to jump away, but Faye chasing him down. Should be able to get the pick with the help of Recall and Lazy Dog. Cyber the only one alive, and the only one who will get out. No
That
doubt
is an
about it
ult
in my
for an
mind.
ult with a favor going to No Tank. I think you trade a Cole for a Blade and a fight win every day of the week.
Yeah, they will get forward spawn, but hopefully we do see some more cart progress from the side of No Tank. 6 minutes left on the board for them as they are moving the barricade.
That was a good spear onto Rabble, not able to fully capitalize on it.
Big pull from Tanner! Catman 1 HP, Micheng G's huge Terra Surge will be able to do more than enough for this team to get a fight win.
And now you're able to see what this backline can do into this Winston if he doesn't have a little bit of follow-up from that Genji. He jumped onto those supports and just you didn't see their health bar move at all.
Yes, it is a very undiveable backline. Tidal Wave comes out on to Pancake.
What
Pancake.
a boop from Pancake to stop that.
Micheng G 1 HP needs a lot of hopes and dreams, but Barrage gets shut down by Cyber.
He's able
Reaper
to find
dies
one
to
back.
Bomb? How does a Reaper die to Pulse Bomb? He's got like 2 abilities for that.
Yep.
Right?
And the cleanse.
Well, you know what? Boss just really wanted it to happen. And that was a big ult fight from the side of Gaming Fort Goonginga.
And now all they have is Primal.
Yeah, I do like pushing Rabble into this corner. Did make him dash away. 1 for 1 on supports. Pancake 1 HP will end up falling to the Winston, who does have Primal but doesn't use it.
Just before get a Primal.
It could be enough with the help of Faye and Micheng, the dynamic duo. Boss will fall down, and Micheng G.
Rabble is able to get a little bot push here.
Yeah, he's just playing catch up right now. Won't be able to pick off.
That was a very
Genji.
smart play by Rabble there.
Bought so much time.
I mean, just those extra like 5 or 6 vote or steps that he got.
Oh, it completely changed it. They would have not had forward spawn, and now we're looking at a fight where Jordan got a pick onto Lazy Dog right away. Terror Surge comes out, gets cleansed, and won't find anything, but we are using a lot of ults into this fight, and actually it might pay off. Rabble's gonna fall before Blade. Jordan shouldn't Primal here. He does anyways.
He does.
He might be able to get Pancake
Might
here,
be able
but
to get the bridge.
nah. He's
Is
just
maybe going for bot stall instead?
No.
Uses it to live? I don't... Ooh, Cyber barely gets out of that one.
I think just a misplay on Jordan's part.
I don't necessarily...
Tidal Blast comes out on to Rabble.
Gets
does.
full supports.
But
Ooh,
what a
nice
rally.
though.
Both DPS stand
And-
for the side of G4G, JP. Jordan's going
Bossatron
down.
getting- Bossatron dying to pulse again?
Yeah, but Kayla said not too much on him, so we can't bully him. But Lazy Dog did that for us with getting rid of his backline. Forward spawn finally achieved for the side of No Tank. They are within 20 meters of their distance.
And now we see Lazy starting to come alive here. We've seen him really start to take over these last 2 fights.
Yeah, Jordan jumping onto the Tracer, trying to isolate her a little bit more, but won't get a whole lot out of that. We needed a big barrage, but we're not going to get it. No ults for the side of No Tank outside of that. They do get the pick onto Rabble, which could be enough as long as they can get one of these isolated targets
Pancake
picked off.
forcing the TP out from the Kiri there.
I think
And they're able
Micheng
to push him off just long enough to get the lead.
Blossom comes out, but it won't get anything. In fact, Micheng
Cyber
G's
fell off
able
the
to
map.
pick him. Catman jumping around, going back to spawn, and we have a final lead. Finally, a lead take from No Tank. Faye now falling, but if there's anything about No Tank, they love losing a DPS early into the fight and then winning it. Lazy Dog needs to get healed up. And Coalescence will be used, along with Kitsune. You're very fine with this fight if you're the side of No Tank. Losing Sindel,
Yes.
you don't commit anything else. Yeah. I mean, you gain the lead. You're going to get forward spawn fight. And you have 4 ults for this next fight when your opposition only has 3. And one of them really hard counters the combo they've been doing, which is that Tidal Blast Blade. Sorry, I'm reading Sliman's message. I'm trying to decide if he went schizo.
I mean, you take the wins when you get them, right? 100%.
Yes.
Like, you're not going to turn down a fight win, even if it is an expensive fight win.
Tidal Blast comes out.
I just hope they didn't.
That is the blade. But Pancake, once again, stuns him. I don't think Raul will be able to get on top of him, but he does. He gets the pick. It is enough. JP, no supports for the side of No Tank. Lazy Dog will go down to the Winston Zap in 1 minute on the clock. And another fight win for the side of G4G as they're starting to build momentum once again.
25 meters here that they need to make up.
Both supports cannot die right here. If they do go down, it is likely the end of the road. But picking off Boss is huge.
That is a good trade, though.
But Pancake Primal
They have
or Pancake
spawn advantage here.
Yeah, they're gonna have to look to stall this cart, and Barrage finally comes out from Lazy, and it wasn't a whole lot to go home on.
A lot.
I think Catman should end up going down here.
Won.
No, he stays on the map. 20 seconds on the clock, and that is just both DPS alive for the side of G4G. No Tank taking it down to the wire, and they really should stop pushing the bot right here. They really need to stop pushing the bot. No, stop it. They shouldn't have pushed it around the corner.
Yeah, now Rabble's able to get the touch.
They need to
but they
isolate and
have
pick him off.
So many
Rabble
ults.
1 HP. Pulse comes down to Boss. Boss third death to Pulse in the map. 1-for-1 in this fight, but Jordan, oh so low. They have both support ults online. Coalescence, too much for Cyber. And Rabble, last to fall is no tank. Even the series at 2-for-2.
Yeah, going crazy against each other. This back and forth and back and forth.
Slavin, I hope you know your message got auto-modded because it said schizo for some reason. And you know what? Oh, it was held for ableism. Interesting. Now, we don't have any more role stars to announce.
No,
But we do...
I believe have an announcement though.
We do have an announcement, and it is Deadlock and Overwatch 6v6. Dates TBD, but they are happening. It's been asked for quite a bit. Both will likely just be weekend tournaments. And hello, Creamy. And waiting for 10 to be R for bands. It looks like we should be good, Mr. Rat. There will be a few different options for 6v6. It'll be in a form. Obviously, there's like open queue. There's just Overwatch 1 6v6. There's goats. There's so many different things we can do with it, and it'll all be in a form for people to vote on. Okay, Michengji is ready with maps and bands. And JP, your favorite map, arguably your best map pool of this season. I'm stealing your whole thing. We are going to Flashpoint. And JP, can you tell the audience what Flashpoint means to you as a person?
Personally, it is my favorite map type. With Pat and Chat, I think we can both agree. We enjoy the maps that are fast and quick. It's the best way to get SR, and it's the best way to mitigate team differential.
I'll drink, and stretch. Don't worry.
Flashpoint itself is just a first to 3 King of the Hill individually, and 1 map. So there's 5 different little King of the Hill points that teams will then fight over. Typically, this is a very fast map, so the teams that play the Lucio and stuff, it's
surely this is when we get the
Symmetra.
Lucio ban, especially now that we are going to New Junk City. Please.
You know what I'd really like to see here? I bet you never guess what I'm going to say.
Yeah, Sindel GGL Deadlock.
No, I want the Queen ban.
Really?
Please.
You want the Queen ban? What? No, I think Atlas is the worst Flashpoint map.
Whoa. Tonk. If you're going to be having hot takes like that, you got to put in some channel points.
Tonk, if you're going
New
to be having
Junk
bad takes
City
like that, you're going to
as
have to
the
at least
worst
subscribe.
map?
Give us your Twitch primes. It raises the prize pool at the end of the season. Hey, it's the end of the season. You could raise it a little bit more. I'll check the stats after this stream. Winner gets the bag.
It's coming out of your salary, Tonk.
Yeah, Tonk. We don't make anything, by the way. The admin team does not take any of the money. We are starting on bans, however.
Yes.
You can't just
Wait,
say yes to
sorry.
Sindel.
No, not
Oh.
to Sindel. Not
Oh.
to Sindel.
We'll talk about it, Sindel. Don't worry. Focus on winning your game. Dang.
Okay, Tracer. I mean, we did see Faye.
There it is!
Faye
Yes!
really pop off on the Tracer. Sorry, I am a little behind. I don't have the tournament pulled up, so I'm seeing the bans the same time you guys
We
are.
just got the
Queen coming
Junker
out from
Queen
no
ban. Guys, we're so back. It's real. Holy crap. Dreams do come true, JP.
You know what? Maybe they were tactically doing this, knowing they could go in 2-2, and then they ban Queen on arguably her best map type.
I like how Sindel's message for Tonk Kiss Me got auto-modded for sexual contact, but Suck It Tonk didn't.
Also, why are Pancake and Sindel in here? Don't they have a game to play?
They just want to hear our beautiful voices. But Tonk not inherently sexual. That's a crazy message. Speaking of not inherently sexual, we have Bastion Ban.
I like both of these. This has been a counter to what Faye has been playing, or like banning out Faye here, who really started to come alive at the end of that last map, and I think really carried for No Tank in that. So it makes sense to try to throw them off their mojo a little bit and get them on a little unstable footing. Also, if you guys didn't see, Arterat posted a link in chat here to go vote for Finals MVP. You
Yes,
can
make sure you
register
go do that.
on our website with your Discord, and you guys will get a vote or a say in who wins Finals MVP. Because right now, I have no idea who I had voted for.
I have no idea who's gonna win.
I don't even have. Usually by this point, I have a person who I think is really standing out from both teams, and everybody is, so I can't pick one.
So you're gonna have to pick for us. Go vote at the end of the series. Do it. Make sure you do it now, though. Make sure you go sign in
I just
with.
pinned it.
Yeah, make sure you sign in with your Discord. It's so you can link it and so you can't vote multiple times. Looking at you, Sindel. Lock the heck in. You're going in to map number 5.
You also cannot vote for yourself. I think we should point that out.
Yeah, don't do that, or you're a bum.
Pancake, I look at my DMs. I just don't respond.
JP
People
just
send me like
angers
reels
me.
on Instagram,
Real!
and I just don't do anything.
All right. Speaking of Instagram, we are back with Overwatch, everybody's 4th or 5th favorite game.
4th or 5th? This is like the only game I play.
And yet, it's still your 4th or 5th favorite
depression.
game.
I have crippling depression.
Yeah. It helps when you're getting married.
Yes. Yep.
Shout
Jared,
out
did you know
marriage.
I bought some couches.
I did. I'm very proud of you for that. We do have Jordan on to the hazard. Hope he gets off that. However, Pancake does have his Mizuki back, and that is huge. Along with Mi Ching going back to the Domina. And you know what? Maybe back to the Orisa. That's my vote.
If Catman just gets off of this Mercy, I actually really like this team composition for gaming for Goonginga. I also do like this composition a little bit for No Tank. I don't love how the Mizuki or the Domina and Genji fit together, but it makes sense. I also like lazy picking the Reaper here. I think it's a good counter because I think they knew that Jordan was going to play this Winston without this Queen available.
Yeah, it is a little surprising to see him on it. Not something he's traditionally known for, but with the chain onto the Winston, Winston's very low, will not fall. But Rabble will. Going down to the little shooting orb.
Faye and proving just the depth of the hero pool. Really wasn't expecting Genji. I mean, I've known them more as much as a hitscan player, so like the Tracer makes sense, but their Genji's been really clean all series when they've had the opportunity to play it here.
Yeah, it has. Jordan getting collapsed on by the rest of No Tank at the moment.
Is able to get out.
And
I'd
that
maybe
is
like
quite
to see
huge.
Catman off of this Wu Yang. I just don't know what you're going to really poke out here.
And I think they're just going to... No, they don't give over point control. Sindel probably falling. And... I mean, you're looking for some big heroics here if you really want to take this back from Lazy Dog. But I don't think these heroics are going to come. Although, Faye could pick off Boss right here. Yeah, that's huge. I don't think he gets out. I think he gets tased. Yep. But, I mean, that's a positive pick. Boss will be back a little quicker than Faye.
No, I agree. This is going to be good. And now they have taken over point percentage. Also, Rat, what do you mean Zarya? I don't see what Zarya does to the team comp that
It bubbles the DPS, but it's not very good in the
Reaper?
Winston.
But I guess when you have 2 AoE heals, doesn't really matter if he's bubbled off. Ooh, Tanner is able to find the pick onto Rabble that Sindel so amply set up for him.
Cyber forced to TP. I think also just cleansed. And what a great retake. I mean, they only got the 1 pick, but they did so much damage, forcing everyone away. Lazy Dog should be able to pick off the Winston, and I mean, that very well could be the point.
There you go. I mean, some of the age-old counters of, I mean, they're true for a reason, and they're age-old because they work. Reaper, when he gets up close, Winston has such a large head hitbox, a lot of those pellets can just get into him and blow him up.
Jordan going underneath for the touch. Will make it, but a Kitsune rush down main will end up in Lazy Dog exploding into 1 million pieces. Both blades come out. Boss will be the target for Faye once again, but it's not mattering at the moment.
And that will be. It was an expensive fight for both teams there. But I don't know what you're going to do. You have Panepticon, which I don't know who that really counters aside from Bossatron, who does find the pick onto Sindel right there, which is going to be a big stagger and not a great starting point for the side of No Tank.
Yeah, Boss putting in the work on this map. Lazy Dog probably will end up going down pretty soon. And Jordan with a pretty nice primal to secure everything. Should be looking at a Mi-Chang tank swap if they would like to
He does have that ult. I think they stay for the ult. And I'd really like to see him play
I don't
maybe
know that
a
it's
Diva
worth
here.
it.
I think it'd be good. I think I do agree with Arterat's second choice of Mauga. I think Mauga could be kind of good here.
I mean, Zarya's not awful, but into the Winston it's kind of hard.
No, I get it, but I think maybe then you kind of just become what she's always been, an off-tank, and let Lazy Dog become your tank. And he has that tanking experience, so he knows how to capitalize and make space on that.
But Rabble
winning the Genji duel here.
That's not great. They were looking for a pick
Jordan
onto Rabble there, but
finding
I'm not a big fan of this Coalescence, JP. I think it's too much
it
committed
does
for a
buy
fight
some
you already
space and
lost.
get him. I think if you get 1 pick here, it's definitely winnable.
Yeah, but that pick needs to come sooner than later. Pancake's almost
And
dead.
it's not. I mean, I guess if nothing else, I mean, Faye and Tanner do find 1 or 2 picks here, but with Cyber still being alive, it's just so hard to like punish them.
You're safe with me.
Yeah, it's not looking the greatest for this team comp. Still no Panopticon used. And I mean,
As somebody so graciously pointed out to me, the banners are swapped for this map.
oh, brother. I do one thing wrong.
But I'm sure you guys were all aware of that. Anyway, back to this fight. We do see the early
Panopticon
Kitsune.
finds 2. It's broken already.
Catman is able to break out of it right away.
Yeah, that's kind of why I wanted the swap to come out earlier, but Blade comes out from Rabble. First pick will not go to him, but he will be able to clean up Mi-Chang, and a Death Blossom massively comes out on point to secure, at the very least, another fight.
I also want to give a shout out to Pancake of a really great,
Kakai.
yeah, it was a great placement where he mitigated a lot of it, but was able to put just enough of it on point so they could stagger in it.
Well, and I do like the Mauga swap. I know he's going to get a lot of hate for it, but Jordan just swapped to Roadhog, and so if we're going to hit on the Mauga, we should also hit on the Roadhog.
I do want to point out that Ana is available in this map, and I think he can play well into both of these. I am surprised Jordan went Hog into this, as I don't think Hog is great into Mauga. I'm not saying that Jordan's Hog is bad, I just don't think that's a great matchup.
Well, Catman's saying
Catman-
Sindel is bad, getting a quick pick onto him, making work. And Cyber able to TP away. Faye just looking for a pick. I don't think he's going to be able to
They
find
are able
it.
to trade, but I mean, now you just have an unkillable tank pretty much already, and 2 supports alive. I don't think you're going to win this fight.
No, you will not. I would love to see Lazy switch over to something a little more typically that we would call in his hero pool.
Flashpoint.
I think he's doing it fine on the Reaper.
I think he is
right
too,
now,
but I think he would have more impact on his typical Pharah or even the Hanzo.
I don't disagree, but I think Faye maybe needs to switch here. I think they're doing fine on the Genji, but I think they could get a lot more value on something else.
Yeah, like a cast would be
I think-
actually kind of massive here, or even an Ashe.
Or
Mizhenji
an
falling
Ashe,
very
which
low.
they-
Does get healed up, and a big chain comes out onto Jordan. Cleanse comes out for said chain, and Kitsune. Faye actually does get the pick on to Rabble, and I think it's a hard fight for G4G to lose.
Does Tanner maybe switch over to Issa now?
Yeah. I think it's probably a little easier into the Roadhog. I wouldn't count Malga as a character in his hero pool. I think he tends to struggle on it when he has played it. And I mean, the last time I saw him play it was season 1 or week 1.
I also think it's hard into a Kiriko and a Mizuki. The Mizuki ult just counters everything Malga wants to do, right? I mean, it swallows all the bullets going in or out of it, right? With that buff that I got this season, it was absolutely massive. Jordan missing the hook though, and getting a
Big
chain
headshot stun.
Could be enough.
We could be
to
looking
punish
at a
it, but
cage here. Gets canceled out of it.
Just-
Kakai Sanctuary onto the Roadhog ult. And I mean, they can kite this pretty well, but everything's coming out.
Breather
Rabble
needs to be
Blade.
nerfed.
It's too much.
And
Gaming
that's a
for
lot of
Goonginga.
ults from the side of No Tank.
Sindel.
Sin?
He's not going to be back for the last fight unless he swaps. Because we are on
Origins
last fight
spawn out of
territory.
TP.
We're looking at a
And I
3-0
don't
for
know-
G4G.
Lazy might touch.
He's going to have to. TP comes out. He does get the touch. but
Does barely get onto it.
Attack visor from Bossatron. Yeah, it's just not enough. I think a series of misplays by No Tank definitely led to their demise on this map. It is not
And
over.
just
They do have,
and Jordan just abusing a broken hero. I mean, Hog Breather needs to be nerfed.
well, Hog's not like necessarily broken. They didn't make any of the right swaps, and if they have an Ana there, or if they have like a Sigma or an Orisa, it probably goes a little
I watched
smoother.
Hog take a breather and just live an entire chain gun from Mauga and a Death Blossom from Reaper.
Yeah. I mean, it's his mitigation tool. You could say the same thing about DM.
That is true. I mean, especially with the second perk. But I think Divas is better as a whole. I think there needs to be other reworks throughout that.
Hog is inherently a toxic character, though.
I'm not calling out Jordan. It's just
Nope, he's calling out Jordan. JP, one
I just hate-
map could be between us and a GGL final as Gaming for Goonginga are on map point.
I don't think it is. I think No Tank comes back and responds. I think we get that same what am I thinking of? King's Row mentality. Right. Where they just come back out and just put it to them. But it is going to be interesting to see what they do here. So for those of you who are unfamiliar, now we go, because it's a best of 7, we are now on map 6. The next 2 maps will be Control and Hybrid. They have, if Hybrid ties, which
Right, you
is a
can do bans.
possibility, I believe we go back to another Control map, if needed. So this could possibly be an 8-map banger.
Yeah, I mean, that would be very difficult to get to, but yes, we could technically have 8 maps here, JP.
But it is going back to Control, and there is no Lijiang available. But there is Ilios available with no Pharah ban. So I'm expecting that to be the map pick here. I think Lazy Dog would absolutely thrive on this Ilios pick. And of the ones left, it's either that or Oasis, I think, for No Tank that would serve them and their hero pools the best.
Well, and let's get Lazy off Reaper. Like, who are we kidding? He's such a mechanical player, and we can put him on so many better things than Reaper.
I don't think he was a problem that thing in that
No,
one,
but
and I don't.
he could have done more on another character. It's the same thing with Tanner playing Malga. It was a good pick, but he could have done more on another character.
Yes. However, we're to the point. There's no bans left. What do you ban?
I guess we will find out.
I'm pretty sure one side still has a. I'm pretty sure no tank has a Kiriko ban or something like that. I don't know. There's not a lot left to ban. I mean, it's been so good back and forth.
Yeah,
I think Notan.
I do like the Lucio ban.
I think the Lucio ban is what's going to come out here. Speed control. Yep. I see Cyber yelling no in chat, so
yeah, he
we knew
did
the
get his
Lucio
ban.
ban was coming out.
If I'm no tank, I don't care whatever G4G bans. I'm banning Roadhog next.
Yeah, I think you just saw Jordan kind of put on a show with it. So,
I mean, outside of that, the Orisa ban's great. It's something that Mi Chang has looked very comfortable on, but surely we see the Roadhog ban, and now that he can't play the Orisa,
right,
it's
I think
more important
that's
than
hard,
ever.
right? Right. I think Hog or Orisa is such a good counter to Hog that with Orisa now banned, you have to ban the Hog. I mean, the other kind of main tank that you can play into Hog, I think, is either a Hog or a Mauga, and you just saw Tanner struggle mightily with that Mauga matchup. I don't think that's entirely on him, and we do see the Roadhog ban come out.
Yeah, I don't know what you banned for this last ban if you're G4G. The Reaper is definitely not a bad pick. That is what they end up going with.
Yeah, but I think now you're back to the Pharah Tracer. Right.
Yeah, either that
I think that's
or I would love a Pharah cast, and then I don't want to see Tanner on the Dominant anymore. I just don't think it's had the impact that it needs to. But
I don't know what you necessarily play here if you're Tanner.
You could just play kind of passive and play the Reinhardt.
You could
I
play
would
the passive
personally play the
Reinhardt.
Sigma. I think Sigma here works great.
I really heard Sika, and I'm like, what tank is that? But I know I think Sigma is a very good pick here. I think you're gonna have a lot of survivability with both the Mizuki and the Moira most likely. Although I did very much like Pancake's Brig, and I think that could be an interesting wrinkle if they go back to the Winston, or they go Mizuki Brig or something like that. Both of those, or all any of the three combinations of that support line is very hard to dive, and I do expect Jordan to probably play the Winston on at least one or two of these maps.
Yeah, now JP, what happens if we see the Rabble Pocket Pharah?
I do think that is a possibility, but I trust Faye to be able to shut that down. And I think Tanner has enough of a diva in him to really put pressure on that if it comes to it.
Yeah, still waiting for a ready from No Tank. They have a bathroom break going on from Mr. You know, I'm not gonna dox him.
We will shout out Kayla here in the chat with this amazing English here of Ilio's good for No Tank though because they're probably on Pharah. I think out of all the maps they had to choose, Ilios was their best. And then proceeds to say, I can't speak English today, even though that was perfectly fine English and everybody.
Yeah, I don't know what you're on about,
understand
Kayla.
that.
That was better English than Rat. He just said that. He literally just said you're better at speaking English poorly than he is proficiently.
In Rat's defense, it is
he
his
is
second
Peruvian. Yeah, but he should know better. Which is a crazy thing to say, by the way.
Again, also just want to shout it out of huge shout out.
Did roaster everywhere.
Huge shout out to Rat and all the work he's done this season, especially with
yes, everybody.
the stream and the websites.
Please say your
please
thank yous
him.
to Rat. He's made this season so incredibly easy on my side, on JP's end.
Yes, he's been an absolutely huge help, and we're so glad and thankful to have him, and glad he was able. I know it's not the same, but glad he was able to be recognized as a role star here. A great staple in the community, and I hope he's around for a long time. Great guy.
I like that Kayla says, after I sent that message, I realized it was actual English. You're fine, Kayla. You know who's not fine? No Tank, as they are on, and I do need to switch to the header, they are on map point for the series. We
This
need
is
to see
back to the wall.
we need to see big things come out, and I expected Lazy to be on Tank for this map. I really did, JP.
I don't think you do, because he's so good at this Pharah.
I think
He's
it's
so dominant
you
on this
just-
Pharah. You can't play him. You can't take him off of it. I think Tanner is an absolutely good. I think he's great on both tank and DPS, but I think his tank is better than his DPS in this situation.
Well, I'm scared playing into this Jordan Junker Queen, and I think Lazy Dog would be a great match for that. However, Cyber currently... There we go. Well, actually, we are going to see the Winston Mir. Very
And we do see
different.
Pancake on the brig.
Yes, the Brig Juno. Definitely not a hater of this comp. And
It's not the worst. It's not the best.
No, and I think it's all going to come down to how impactful can Lazy be on this map. They're going to need a lot out of him.
I think him and Faye have been so good all season on this.
And Boss
double-
actually will be able to get the first pick of the map on to Lazy Dog.
Was caught out a little bit. I think Tanner isn't going to be able to trade out Rabble here, but Pancake falls.
I call that
Jordan is able to get Faye here, and now it's just a reset for the side of No Tank.
Yeah, we got to see some big plays come out from No Tank. And I think Sindel getting aggressive on the Boss is a great idea, especially if Faye was able to get aggressive on that and get the pick. But Jordan
Sindel
taking out
does
Sindel.
fall. Tanner is able to get on the Soldier Kiri backline with a Tracer here.
Yeah, I
Lacey
don't
is
think
at
it's
one
enough.
health and not able to do much.
Pancake going down. Faye does get a pick on to Bossatron. I just don't think it matters. I think they've already lost the
Okay.
fight. Boss will be back quick enough. Faye just
I
needs
think
to get
now
out.
switching over to the Moira Brig composition, I think I like this a lot better. I think Tanner is doing good on this Winston, but I think he can do better on something else. I think a Diva could be really good here.
I just don't know if he plays it.
I also maybe would hate to see Lazy going over to the Reaper. He's struggling immensely right now on this Pharah.
Catnap comes out from Catman. Doesn't find anybody, but does get the pick onto Faye.
Tanner does have Primal if he needs it, and Jordan dies during Primal. He pops it, I don't think anybody noticed, and dies. No Tank able to flip it here at about 3/4 of the way through the percentage for gaming, and all they have coming up is this Blade.
Well, surely playing on defense now, Lazy Dog will be able to shine a little bit more. He has all the angles. And he can basically choose when he takes initiative. But
How
when
and when and where.
But with Faye going
Cyber
down.
gets Faye.
Ooh, yeah, we're kind of
Does
in
Jordan
dire
finally
straits
get
now.
punished? No, does get Sendel, does die for it. Tanner can Primal here to stall the point.
Blade comes out from Rabble,
they do flip it.
looking for Lazy. He's able to get it. Now on the back line, picks up 2 with the Blade. Rabble's just cooking them. It's too much, JP. And we Primal here.
I would have liked to see this Primal earlier. They gave away the point for free. They weren't able to, or they didn't touch. They were able to, and they just didn't.
I mean, they do get Cyber. Wow, I guess Lazy able to get one. They evens up the fight if they can get picks here. Both supports are coming back with ults, but that's the issue. They're coming back. Pancake is there at the moment. And maybe
Can
Coalescence
they
is
get this?
enough.
Oh, they do get the Genji. With that Genji, they might be able to turn this fight. But that is everything they have into this just to retake it. When they could have had this entire fight on their team or on their point.
Yeah, they lost
Just
so
that
much percentage. They would probably be at
One
70.
little misstep. Yes.
We do have
And now
Kakai
they're
and
coming into
Pulse.
3 ults.
Yeah, you need a massive Pulse Bomb from Faye here. Faye needs to go insane. Bossatron's
But
being...
they do have.
Okay, does the they were trying to cap
They
visor,
were gonna airlift visor.
and they're gonna do that now. Here it comes. They need a massive Kakai to cancel it out, but Pancake leaves it. Oh, that's so bad for them. Catman, I don't think it's anyone with the cat nap, but Tanner should be able to get the pick onto Boss. But you're really
Even
in a...
Faye are alive. Faye is at
That's all
1
they are.
HP.
All they are is alive, and they're in such a tricky spot. Lazy's going to get back to touch. Will contest for a little while, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Chain onto Jordan, and I think we will slowly see No Tank bleed away the remainder of this map. Primal to keep them off the point, and G4G on series point, JP.
Score 1-0.
Yes. The other one here, I think that should be noted. All right, and I think we talked about it already. But No Tank is one touch away from winning that point. If they don't let them cap when it's a 2v3, Tanner has Primal. I think he should have just jumped point and forced it there. That could have been the difference in that series because they managed to get it up to 68%, 70%, something like that.
They really needed that touch, but oh man, Lazy, go back to that Sojourn. So Lazy's Sojourn has been something he's been so good on for so long that we haven't seen throughout the
I do
series.
like the Faye Bastion here.
Yes, I think that is probably the best thing so far. Hoping Sindel swaps off this Juno, going back to the Moira. I'm kind of a fan of that.
I think it was just a speed drink out of point.
Yep. We need a lot of... We just need a lot. No Tank have their backs up against a wall. Somehow even further than before. And Rabble,
Tanner,
very low, 1 HP.
They are able to get Rabble right away.
Yep, great pick from
Jordan
Sindel.
does lose that bubble, though, immediately.
And Jordan should be going down here any minute now. And now, I mean, this is the kind of fights we were seeing earlier from No Tank.
Pancake manages using a cyber. What a shot from Pancake.
This guy's crazy on the Mizuki.
And Sindel at 42% to Cole. I understand maybe not always the most impactful ultimate, and Moira has one of the fastest building ultimates in the game, but still.
Well, what's really impactful
They
is
almost-
Li-Chang-Ji picking off Rabble there with his little Tesla kit. Excuse me. I mean,
Sniper monkey.
we're going to need to see a lot more of this going into the rest of this map. And Faye getting a pick onto Boss right away is a terrific start. Jordan being forced away from the point now should likely end up actually living. Never mind. Lazy Dog had other plans.
That was a great collapse onto the low HP Jordan there. And now they're just able to they staggered, which is going to give them another, what, 10-ish%?
Yeah, and I think the best thing about this
But now we see
specific map...
Jordan switch over to the Queen, which I do not hate this at all.
No, it's a
but it might
terrific
be a struggle
adaptation.
into the it might be a struggle into the far Bastion. That's just so much poke.
Yeah, but if you can get on the Winston...
Yes.
Actually, is he
I think
going
if you can trade the
back?
tank, it's good, but
No.
this is a hard point to do it.
And I think this is probably the best Pharah point of Ilios. Ruins is also very good, but since they are playing on defense now, they have a lot of cover that Lazy can play with.
Especially around that lighthouse. They have so much space
Yes.
around that coast.
Artillery Barrage comes out from Faye, looking for a pick onto Rabble. Should get it. I actually will not. And JQ's being airlifted over. Kind of an issue.
To high ground.
Yeah, Jordan kind of on
Jane
an island right
decides
now.
not to. Does get the boop off. Kitsune on point.
Coalescence
might be
gets
an issue.
canceled. Lazy Dog's gonna get Carnage. Pancakes getting catnapped. Okay, we're just using ults now.
Catman felt embarrassed that he didn't get a press Q, but they will have both DPS ults. But that's 3 ults to 2 ults, or 2 ults to ult to 2 ults, with Jordan about halfway to that rampage.
Now
here.
we're gonna have the Kakai. We're gonna have
Barrage and Primal.
Yep, all 3 of those ults are massive, and it should probably be enough to shut down at the very least one of the 2 DPS ults. But Faye taking a lot of damage will likely go down right away. Mi-Chang-Ji kind of lost, jumping back towards that high ground, but he cannot be in any arm's length of actually.
Skill Orb gets
Huge
cyber.
pick. Pancakes Kakai comes out off point, and that is a rampage from Jordan. It might be
Ooh,
enough, especially with
does-
Pancake going down. Oh,
Ooh,
why
what
are
a
we?
primal
Why are
from
we ulting?
It was a very good Primal from Tanner there to be able to live.
Actually, wait. If they can, Faye's back. If they can gun down this Junker Queen, it might be enough. They do get the point cap. Cyber's 1 HP. Lazy's almost back. He could look for a pick onto that. But no ults until now. But I don't think Faye gets it off. GGL comes out. First pick is onto Cyber. Looking for Pharah. He's not going to get it. Sindel's able to pick up the Genji. But no DPS alive. It's just Tanner and the Jordan. Dueling on point with 4 spectators. One of the spectators is Cyber. And he is going down. And we're at that point in the series, JP.
I do think you take that if you are no tank, though. I mean, you were able to get the blade out, you're able to get the visor out, and you still have 2 team fights left.
You're playing into Rampage and you're playing into Catnap. We need, if we're on no tank, we need a massive pick onto this cat as soon as we can get it, because a pick onto anybody.
You know what? I'm gonna caster curse him because I want this map, or I want this series to keep going. Catman has not died yet.
Well, Catnap doesn't really find a lot. And Jordan's 1 HP! If they can get the pick onto him, Sindel can almost get it! He can feel it! Rampage comes out, it finds 2. But Mi Chang-ji able to get 2 with his own! And it could be enough. Jordan's hanging on. Because a huge knife onto Pancake and Kitsune Rush could be enough to settle the map. But Sindel fades the carnage.
What a perfectly timed fade from Sindel to avoid that.
Jordan low
Fade
on
back
point.
over to this Tracer.
Should be able to pick him off, but he's not going to get it. Mi Chang-ji alone on this point with Faye. And I just don't think it's going to be enough, JP.
Not with the Bastion, not with the Cat,
Doesn't
not
get
with
the
Queen,
primal.
and now Moira is back.
Gaming for Goonginga. From going all the way through the bracket, all the adversity, from the Jordan roll swap.
They came in as what, the 3 seed?
I believe so. Taking down Triple T, taking down Storm, gaming for Goonginga are your
They were the 4 seed then.
Finals champions. Congratulations to everybody on this team. You have your
obviously huge
champion.
congratulations to gaming for Goonginga. Absolutely banger finals, but don't beat yourself up if you are no tank in this situation. You were 1 or 2 plays away from just sweeping, doing something different with this series, and really putting it to them. You guys played absolutely phenomenal this entire year. Kudos to all of you. I hope to see you all back. I hope you all can continue to succeed. It was amazing Overwatch.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself. Honestly, just what a terrific series to watch. It does suck to send no tank home. Obviously, had a lot of people on that team that really wanted this finals win, but Rabble and Cyber up there with 2-time final champions now. And we are going in for a interview now with Jordan's team, JP.
Yes, before we do that, don't forget to go link your Discord and vote for that Finals MVP here in chat.
Go vote for Finals MVP on the website. Rat should have it up right now.
If Rat, if you have any problems or don't have those forms yet, let me know. I'll
Rat,
get those to you.
Open it up now.
It should be the pinned message.
But yes, JP, I was gonna drag you, but I think you can just join normally. So.
Yeah, I'll be in a second.
All right. I'll jump over when you do, so we can start it together.
Where is that pinned message? Anyway, if you guys know how to do it, do it. I'm gonna head over there now. Apologize on my end. I am on PlayStation, so it takes me a minute to get over.
Yep. It will take him a second, so we will give him a courtesy.
You will have to drag me. I do not have that tab open on mine.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna leapfrog you a little bit, so hold. All right, going in.
Oh, this is so sad. Oh.
Hello, gaming
Hello.
for Goonginga. Congratulations on, for 3 of you, your first finals win. For Cyber and Rabble, first win since season 4 and 5.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Jordan, you're a first-time captain. Now you're GGL champion. What does that mean for you and your squad?
Dude,
Okay, I did not think I was gonna be this emotional over it, but it's been a very long season, especially the first half of it. Okay, I'm not gonna talk about it too much because I should keep that on the down low. But yeah, no, it means so much to me. I'm so happy. I really could not have done it without any of these guys. Like, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Like, they all have been great teammates to me. They respond very quickly, and you know, I mean, they made it 10 times easier, just to really get us to where we are right now. And yeah, it means so much. You have no idea. I'm tearing up a little bit. I'm not even joking. I'm sorry that's a little extra for something so silly like this.
No,
but
it's
yeah.
a big moment. You guys had a very long season, and I think going into it, you guys were the obvious favorite, and you struggled early, and obviously part of that was with the roll lock on Jordan's tank, but being released obviously helped quite a bit, and Catman's making back his money. Catman,
Yeah.
is that your favorite part of winning? You're gonna not go broke this season?
Yeah, let's go. I can buy some V-Bucks now.
Oh my.
True. Well, I have one question for everyone. Jordan, you already had yours, but Cyber, you've done it before and you've done it again. What makes this championship different from your first?
First of all, I had people I actually... No, I'm joking.
We hate T1.
Yeah, I hate T1. No, I think it's just better vibes, and it's a good state in the game. And I had a lot of fun just playing. Because I did join T1, like, towards the end of it.
Yes, this was your team, your group, and also you get to beat Sindel, which I think is just a cherry on
that
top.
guy. It is. It really is.
Rabble.
Yeah.
It's been a long time, my friend, from season 2
Yeah.
with the
I
genies.
think there's big things happening in the MC Goonginga cinematic universe. I guess we can call it. There might be some deadlock tourney coming in the way.
Yeah, actually, my question for you is not even related to Overwatch.
Yeah.
How excited are you for the Deadlock tournament?
Dude, there's no way to balance me. I'll say it. There's no way to balance me. You can put me
We'll
with
see about that.
With the people who have played the least MOBA.
I will be on your team, and I have never touched a. I have never touched a mouse.
It's okay. I volunteer as well.
Yeah, Rabble,
Apart
obviously.
from that, honestly, just my team is. I'm really proud of them. A lot of like the competitive Overwatch is like leans into like rankism, you know, like who is better rank, who is higher at this, but like actually playing like in a team setting where you know your teammate, it's not just some random. You can do so much more than like a rank would indicate, and I think my team really show that because like Boss and Catman have been doing so much, like so much more than you would expect out of anybody else, like in their rank, like you would assume. I think they have been like probably the cornerstone of like a reliability because Jordan obviously wants to play tank and it's very easy to counter tank, and I want to play Genji and it's very easy to counter Genji. So them just being able to put up with our nonsense and just tough it out and not die it's really awesome. Also shout out to, of course, my tank, my captain, and Cyber. I wish I had nice things to say about him, but you know, shout out to him, I guess.
Yeah, obviously.
Kidding,
Is this your first roster without Warrior?
Might be, actually. I don't know.
I think it is.
Yeah, thinking about it, I think like I joined
JP,
maybe I
put
think
this
in
link.
season
The
3
website
and
broke.
Warrior was there since then. Yeah, so you know maybe Warrior was what was holding me back.
Someone clip
Maybe
that
that
and
could
send it
be
to him. I think I can just do /clip and it'll clip. Hold on. I guess not. Yeah. Huge win for you. Boss. Biggest moment of the series for you. Obviously, you're not like the highest ranked player, but you had a lot of impact on that hit scan role, especially playing against Faye and Lazy Dog.
It's Loki. It's definitely forced me to play so much safer. Because there's a lot of times where I have to like there especially on that last map, I had to play so far back from my team because they were constantly going for me, and I think I think once I kind of swapped off tank and I allowed Jordan to kind of do his thing, we're able to do a lot more. And I think the fact that Rabble is able to put so much pressure on the team, that I'm able to kind of have a little bit more free reign, and it's been a little rough, mostly because I've mostly been a tank player, so swapping to DPS and has been rough, but I think it's been so much fun with especially this team.
Yeah, and real quick, Blink broke on website. Go and vote for the finals MVP.
It is linked in chat. I just posted it.
We are all voting Cypher just because it would be funny.
No, I suck.
And you guys can't vote for yourselves, but I hope I don't have to worry about that.
No, I'm not voting for myself.
I don't vote for myself.
I would never do that.
Okay, okay. All right. Jordan, you got the trophy this season. You got your team behind you.
Whoa. You're missing one person here.
Did I?
Whoa. I see how it is.
You're missing the most important person.
Yeah, the guy that filled in
your subs,
for
bro.
a teammate that didn't want to play with my team. Never just a no-show. The guy that filled in.
Catman? I asked him about his money.
Oh,
Wow!
wait. Oh, never mind. Okay. Never mind.
What about my
Support
amazing
this
cat
guy.
gameplay? Come
All
on.
right. You didn't die at all on that last map, Catman. How do you feel being
No, he
Catman?
did.
Oh, you
I
died
did.
once?
I caster cursed him.
All right, Catman.
I'm
You
shitting
died
on
once on
Brandon,
that last map, and you missed every cat nap. How does it feel
I
playing
did?
cat?
Oh, really now? You know, they're all obviously cheating, you know? They got the walls on, you know, waiting for me to press my ult. Like, come on now. It's obvious. Like, dude. And come on, I gotta stick on the Brandon.
They bought counterspell.
Yeah.
One more thing though. I just want to say, absolute just props to Me Chang's team. By the way, they did a very good job this season, especially with Me Chang not being a tank player. I feel like that really helped him grow as a player in general, and it showed that his tank abilities, can be heightened even further than what they used to be. So it just kind of makes him a more flexible player for future ranked games and just upcoming Goonginga seasons as well. And yeah, also another thing too, Fate, I think it was a Tracer player. They absolutely kicked our butt on
I hate Faye.
Coliseum. Like
Not actually.
that was an insane.
Yeah, Faye
game.
sucked me with like every single pulse bomb on that map.
Yes,
Yeah.
Faye is definitely quite the good tracer and just hit scan play in general.
Yeah, and Pancake as well. I mean, he's awesome. Really good Mizu player. It always to me, he's in a way I don't know how he worked around it, but in a way he's kind of like my hard counter. He's always the kind of the trump card for me. 'Cause he's got Mizu, he's playing Chain and whatnot, and I'm on the Winston, so he's gonna have that ready for me. He did a really good job. I feel like this series as well.
Yes, quick shout out to everyone on No Tank. Obviously, it sucks to lose
Shout out
here.
Tanner. He needs
but
to get on Deadlock.
Everyone on No Tank played really great today. Obviously, it just wasn't their day. And it sucks, and it happens. I think JP has some questions for you fellers now.
I do indeed. First off, Cyber, Rabble, how do you guys feel about being all stars this season?
So happy.
Yeah, incredible. The two of us, we should then maybe. I don't know.
True.
I mean, big congratulations to that. You guys were phenomenal all season, and I think you guys got the recognition you guys deserve. That's not to take away credit from the rest of your team.
Nope, take away credit. The rest of you guys, you suck.
Yeah,
you guys got carried.
Yeah, 100% by Cyber. Cyber was getting all the kills.
I did awful this season.
He was a cornerstone, he really was.
Another one, more for Catman. I know early on in the season you were kind of new to Overwatch. How did this team help you grow in the game? What kind of coaching or mentorship or just general vibes did you get from your team to help?
I learned game sense. I learned my placements. I'm not gonna lie, early on I've been feeding and just getting absolutely demolished. Every time I play even the scrims and even actual matches, every time I was having a big issue with just getting destroyed by the tank. Every time, very bad placement in front line as support, or even when I was DPS at the time, just really bad placement. I mean, my aim is still kind of crap, I'm not gonna lie. Other than that, really just placement and just comms.
You know, that's good. It's the little stuff of Overwatch you don't necessarily think of, right? I mean, I think I can speak. When I started, I thought it was all mechanical skill and just, oh, if I can hit headshots or if I can do this, I can win. But
Well, it's great
as I
because
got
JP has
further
none
on,
of that.
Oh, sucks for you.
I play a very aggressive Ana. Definitely not in the front line.
Never.
Never.
What he's saying is you'd like Jordan to coach him.
For like
Just-
$67.
Whoa!
6-7.
Shut up. JP, ask your other question.
Jordan.
I'm sorry.
I know
Go for it.
Jared briefly mentioned it, but it's your first season captaining, and I think a lot of these guys on your team looked up to you and what you could do to help them coach and that kind of stuff. So, what were your main leadership traits that you were looking to do and implement onto your team, and how did you think that helped them throughout the season?
I think the biggest thing really is getting one, game time, and two, just keeping the vibes up. I said like one big thing, but also communication. Gosh, there's so many things that just like they're so small and niche, but I feel like they really make an Overwatch game like come together. Like, and for me, it's really just communication. Like, I feel like in the beginning of the season, because we had so many scrims, I feel like we were ahead of like everyone just about because we played so much together, and that really, built like our feel, our vibes together, kind of how we all play. And so it was just a lot of it was just me making sure everyone keeps their ego in check. We all stay calm. We just focus on the game. And yeah, I mean, for the most part, it was a lot of me just calming, but whenever time was needed, my teammates spoke up and told me, hey, like, let's do this, let's do that, and yeah, I think the biggest thing in this game is communication, and that's really what I was looking for, and I got it.
Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, you guys seem to have a great cohesion and great morale, and never really got down at each other. I really saw it after that King's Row map. I mean, no tank captured with 4 minutes left, and you guys kind of looked discombobulated, and then you came back out and just won the next two maps or next map and won the series after that. You didn't let it get to you. So I mean, kudos to you for being able to do that. I know I would struggle with that. Just one more question for a team. What was your favorite memory besides winning the championship of this season?
I would say just the matches against Venom's team, the Storm. They were probably the two best matches of the season. I could be wrong. I watched most of the matches this season, but both of them were game
jailbreak.
were nah.
Wakiki.
Both games against Storm this season were very, very good. Went to game 5 both times. I think they were amazing. So,
Okay, I just need to shut this out.
I think
real
my
quick.
favorite memory was Jordan getting back on tank that first game. It felt a lot. We felt a lot better as a team.
Was it like chills?
It low-key was like I kind of got goosebumps that first game. I was like, damn, we might be good at this.
Okay, I need to shout out this chat from Pat real quick. He said next season we should see a team called All Tank, and it's Rat, Jared, Otis, Tanner, and Jordan.
yeah,
That would be good.
That would be so funny.
And then we rotate tanks every map.
yes, bro, yes.
It's get
That's
rotated.
amazing. That's amazing.
But with Otis. JP, do you have the finals
We
MVP?
have now officially closed the finals MVP voting, and there have been 17 responses. So thank you to those who vote. Jared, do you have a guess on who it might be?
I actually don't. I think everyone was super impactful on this team today.
I will say at one point it was a 4-way tie, and we had a person do a tiebreaker here. And the winner is Jordan. Is your season 8 grand finals MVP.
Let's go!
Yes, sir.
Congrats, Jordan.
Congratulations.
Big man.
Well, that
That
leads into
means
my
a lot.
final question, Jordan. What do you have to say to everyone who watched G4G get here?
Man, I mean, I appreciate the support. I hope you guys really enjoy our gameplay. I know it's. I hope it's a lot more interactive. I really love the dive play style. It's just so fun. I know it's not super strong right now, but you know, I drafted my team perfectly. I feel like around dive composition, and even then, when we weren't playing dive, you know, we made it work. Yeah, so I hope you guys kind of learned something a little bit from that kind of, you know, gameplay. And yeah, I don't think I have much else left to say.
Alrighty then. Well, that will be it for us for GGL Season 8. It's been a hell of a ride, hell of a season. Thank you to all 9 teams who... Wait, did Rat just give me a MVP voting? Oh! Hold on, I'll put this on the stream really quick if you guys want to look at it. He gave me a Jordan MVP thing. Ooh. Says it took him a lot, so everybody go and look at it.
Hey. Wait, also, yeah, shout out Adorak. How have we not talked about how awesome the website is?
Yeah, Rat really is the GOAT. We'll look at the Buckle
no,
Hero
the
Winstons
production
real quick.
quality, it kind of threw me off, not gonna lie. It's too pretty for... I remember Season 2, I remember Season 3, we did not have this stuff.
It was some booty.
No, we did not.
And now, look at us now. Shout out to Rat. He got paid just like you guys will. And yeah, thank you to everybody who has played and watched and supported this season. It means a lot to me and the rest of my admin team. We really can't do it without you guys, and it's so much fun for us to do. Hell of a finals, hell of a season, and thank you once again to everybody.
Yes, thank you everybody who's participated, voted, casted, played, everything. It was a great season. I can't wait to come back, do it again next season. Hopefully have a few more teams, hopefully have a few more players. We have some new ideas we're going to implement. Don't forget, we're doing that deadlock tournament sometime.
And 6v6.
And a 6v6 tournament. We've done a league tournament in the past. We're having conversations about doing that. We'll have an after season form to fill out here in the Discord. Feel free to reach out to anybody here in the Discord if you want to join. We have customs that we'll be doing, all that kind of stuff. It won't be a dead off season by any means. So feel free to come in, say hi, do whatever. Again, congratulations to Gaming for Goonginga. Great finals, great season. It was a pleasure to have all of you, and I hope next season's just as good, if not better.
Yeah, and send GGL to your mom, your dad, your grandma, your friends, your uncle, that weird dude down the street that you don't really know.
Don't do that one. I'd like to keep.
I'm gonna do only that one.
Oh,
if I get super in a deadlock game, I'm gonna tell him about Goonginga.
You better. You better. But
yeah,
yes,
you got it.
Lot on the board coming up for GGL. So once again, thank you to everybody. Terrific season, and that is all we have for you tonight. Shout out for G4G one last time. Season 8 Grand Finals champions. And we will see you guys next season. Have a good one. This is where you guys also say bye.
Bye.
A little more energy, guys.
Bye.
Bye. GG's. Thank you for the games.
GG. And good night.